following is a presentation of Spring Hill Sports Live. It's time for Spring Hill High School Athletics. On your home for the Broncos, Spring Hill Sports Live. Spring Hill Sports Live is presented by Strode Orthodontics, creating beautiful, healthy smiles. Learn more at StrodeOrtho.com. Also by Cedar Lake Village, Comfort Designs Heating and Air Conditioning, Elliott Group, Hers Incorporated, J&T Auto Service, Libby Clark at Allstate Insurance, Perfect Detail Salon, Price Chopper, Farm Bureau Financial Services Michael Grant Agency, Scott Electric, Prime Accounting Solutions, Spring Hill Chamber of Commerce, Seats Incorporated, Shoemaker Collision and Paint Center, Spring Hill Recreation Commission, Tony Sidoti Agency Farmers Insurance, Spring Hill Fitness, and Whitesell Optometry Vision Source.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
It's time for the Broncos, right here on your home for Spring Hill High School Athletics, Spring Hill Sports Live.
Good evening. Welcome back to Spring Hill High School. It's a busy week here at Spring Hill High School. We have hoops on Monday night against Shawnee Mission South. We're back at it tonight with some more basketball. We've got another doubleheader of hoops coming up on Friday night, and tomorrow we've got wrestling action here on Spring Hill Sports Live. So glad you're with us. It's Spring Hill and Paola Frontier League action tonight. The Broncos open up a league play here this evening. The Paola Panthers, the visitors, they come in 2-1 on the girls' side, coming off of their first loss of the season this past Friday, a 49-24 loss to Frontenac, a game they trailed 9-0 early, fell behind by as many as 30 in the third quarter, and then ended up falling by 25 when it was all said and done. It was a tough lead up to the season for the Paola girls. They had to have the COVID quarantine. They had to move their expected season opener, and so the first week of their season they played 3 games in 4 days, so perhaps some tired legs by the time they got to that Frontenac game. But they come in 2-1 tonight. Spring Hill, meanwhile, open up the season with a 58-51 victory at Leavenworth, and now the Broncos have dropped 2 in a row, including Monday's loss, 50-47 against Shawnee Mission South. It was a second straight loss by just 3 points for Spring Hill, a game that had 6 ties, 14 lead changes, neither team led by more than 5. And Shawnee Mission South went on an 8-2 run over the final 134 of that game to pick up the 3-point victory over the Broncos. So now Spring Hill opens league play tonight. Glad you're with us. You're inside the Comfort Designs pregame show, brought to you by Comfort Designs Heating and Air Conditioning, locally owned and operated for more than 20 years. Comfort Designs is Spring Hill's heating and air conditioning company. Learn more at comfortdesigns.net or call 913-592-4453. We'll take a look inside the matchup when we come back. You're watching the Comfort Designs pregame show and Bronco basketball presented by Strode Orthodontics on Spring Hill Sports Live.
Are you looking for a trusted heating or air conditioning contractor in the Spring Hill area? Look no further than Comfort Designs. Comfort Designs Heating and Air Conditioning has 100% NATE certified technicians who are friendly, knowledgeable, and ready to help. They'll care for your home and complete the job with speed and precision. Locally owned and operated for more than 20 years, Comfort Designs, Spring Hill's heating and air conditioning company. See all they have to offer at comfortdesigns.net or schedule your appointment at 913-592-4453.
Strode Orthodontics is creating beautiful, healthy smiles. Dr. Claire Strode and her staff have decades of combined experience, offering clear and metal Damon smile braces and Invisalign clear aligners for teens and adults. Dr. Strode tailors your treatment to meet your specific needs with 3 convenient locations in Olathe, Overland Park, and Spring Hill. Strode Orthodontics is ready to give you the beautiful smile you've always wanted. Call for your free no-obligation consultation, 913-491-3400, or visit StrodeOrtho.com.
For over 80 years, Farm Bureau Financial Services agents have built relationships with you, one conversation at a time. And we're as committed as ever to providing you with that level of service. As part of your community, we're here for you, answering insurance questions and helping make sure your financial goals are on track.
Contact Farm Bureau Financial Agent Michael Grand anytime or learn more at michaelgrand.com.
Farm Bureau Financial Services. It's your future. Let's protect it.
Welcome back inside the Comfort Designs pregame show here on Spring Hill Sports Live as we get set for Spring Hill and Paola tonight. Time to take a look at the matchup brought to you by Spring Hill Fitness, your local community gym. Spring Hill Fitness is dedicated to making a friendly, clean, judgment-free environment open 24/7. Check them out on Facebook or call 913-686-2027. Paola 2-1 of the year. Of course, a familiar opponent out of the Frontier League. These two teams met twice last year. Both games won by the visiting team a season ago, and they were both close. Spring Hill with the victory in the first go-around between the two teams, 45-43. Kate Milroy had a couple of free throws with 8 seconds left in that game to break a tie, and then Paola won 51-39, a 12-point final, but a game that had 4 ties and 16 lead changes. So it was a closer game than the 12-point final would show when Paola won here in Spring Hill. The Panthers went on a 14-0 run to start the fourth quarter during a 5-minute and 11-second scoring drought by Spring Hill that pushed them up to the victory despite a back-and-forth game throughout. So this year's Paola team, led by Kate Ediger, honorable mention All-Frontier League last year. The junior at 5'7" has led the team in scoring every game this year. She's averaging 15.5 points per night. She had 13 points in the loss and 8 points in the win last year against Spring Hill, so maybe a little bit opposite of what you'd expect, but she is off to another good start this year. The junior averaging 15.5 points. Maddie Kauk and Morgan Clark, both starters as well, both averaging 6.5 points for this Paola team. But again, Ediger is their go-to player. Watch out for Takaya Yates as well. She can be a pest on the defensive end, quick hands and quick end-to-end, and look for her to try to make some defensive plays into some offensive layups for Paola. Meanwhile, for Spring Hill, they come in scoring about 12 points per game more than Paola so far through 3, but they're giving up 15 points more per ball game. So we'll see if they could crack down the defensive end tonight after allowing 54.5 points per game so far through 3. Allie Frank, of course, playing some good basketball, 21.5 points, 13.5 rebounds per game on the year for Frank, the first-team All-Leaguer from a year ago. Similar to Ediger, her better game was in the loss, and her not as good, if you will, game was in the win last year for Spring Hill. So kind of ironic that both teams had their best player have her better statistical night in the loss and not in the win from a year ago, and these two teams split their matchups. As for the rest of this Broncos offense team, Jenna Weber coming off of only a 2-point scoring night, but averaging 5.5 points so far, and she's the second leading rebounder on this team, coming off a career-best 9 rebounds in the game against Shawnee Mission South. Meredith Todd coming off her best offensive game of her career. The senior poured in 14 points. She's knocked down 6 3-pointers over the last 2 games, averaging 9 points per night, second best on this team, as the Broncos look to snap a little 2-game skid here tonight and get back in the win column against a league rival in the Paola Panthers. As I mentioned, the road team won both games last year. Broncos trying to pull out of a 2-game, 3-point losing streak. They've lost both games by 3 points. They've been 3 consecutive close games to start this year. Games decided by 7, 3, and 3. And we expect another good one here tonight against Paola. More of the Comfort Designs pregame show comes your way next. We'll take a look at our keys to the game. We're getting set for Spring Hill and Paola coming up on Spring Hill Sports Live.
Elliott Group is a proud supporter of Spring Hill and USD 230. At Elliott Group, we work, live, and shop in your local communities. Serving Miami and Johnson counties for more than 45 years, Elliott Group understands your needs. As an independent insurance agency, Elliott Group works with numerous carriers to find the coverage that best fits your needs. In Spring Hill, call 913-592-5552 or visit ElliottInsuranceGroup.com.
What if grass wasn't just for mowing? What if all the games weren't on TV? What if you saw the grandkids on more than just holidays? What if you got out of the house more often, maybe for good? Cedar Lake Village Senior Living. Life is how you live, not just where. To learn more, call 888-508-2022.
Prime Accounting Solutions in Spring Hill is here to help you and your business grow. From accounting services to tax planning, Prime Accounting is here to help you meet your goals and achieve your dreams. The accountants at Prime Accounting Solutions stay up to date on the latest news and information, ensuring the best options, services, and returns for you. Give Prime Accounting Solutions a call at 913-592-2050. Visit them at 408 North Webster in Spring Hill or go online to primeaccounting.net.
HERS Incorporated in Spring Hill is your local Bobcat mower dealer. Bobcat mowers combine heavy gauge steel with advanced engineering to give you the best cut every time. Simple controls and design make maintenance and service quick and easy. And when you get your Bobcat at HERS, they can complete all service and repairs covered by your warranty. Bobcat mowers are affordable, giving you a commercial grade machine at a residential price. To learn more,
come and visit us at hersinc.net. Call HERS at
913-247-3530.
Welcome back into the Comfort Designs pregame show tonight on Spring Hill Sports Live. Paola in town tonight, take on the Spring Hill Broncos as Spring Hill opens up Frontier League action. It's time for your keys to the game, brought to you by Crown Realty. Let Crown Realty help you get the keys to your dream home. Check out all their listings at crownrealty.com. And if you're in the market to sell your home, remember the key is a great agent. That's what you'll find at Crown Realty in Spring Hill. Call 913-592-2222. We'll start with the defensive side of the basketball here for the Broncos tonight. Keep Paola off the free throw line. The Panthers last year in 2 games shot 57 free throws against the Broncos. They were a plus 13 scoring margin at the free throw line. A lot of that came from Kate Ediger, and she has been getting to the line again a lot this year, and she makes a lot of them too. So not only is she able to get there, but she makes them, and that's obviously the second part of that, and they did that against Spring Hill last year as well. They knocked down 15 free throws in the first meeting and made 14 more in the second meeting. So Spring Hill got to keep them off of the free throw line in this one and then win the turnover battle. They have won or tied the turnover battle in all 3 games this year. Normally that results in winning basketball. So far, though, they've been on the wrong end of 2 very close games, 2 3-point losses. Eventually, by winning that turnover battle, it's going to pay off, and tonight might be that night where if they're able to win that turnover battle in this game, it might pay off for them. They did win the turnover battle once last year in the win, and then they lost the turnover battle in the loss last year against Paola. So we'll keep an eye on that. So far this year, Spring Hill averaging 14.5 turnovers per game, and they are forcing 16 per game. And again, usually those numbers are going to result in good things, but so far, Clay Freegon and his group have been snake-bitten by close games. 2 3-point losses to go along with a 7-point opening night victory. And if recent history has anything to say about this matchup, we're probably in for another close one here tonight. That's going to do it for the Comfort Designs pregame show. When we come back, we'll get you the starting lineups, and this ball game will get underway. I was going to say the opening tip, but we don't do that anymore in 2020. We'll have the opening throw-in. That's all coming up next. You're watching Bronco basketball against the Paola Panthers, presented by Strode Orthodontics on Spring Hill Sports Live.
Are you looking for a trusted heating or air conditioning contractor in the Spring Hill area? Look no further than Comfort Designs. Comfort Designs Heating and Air Conditioning has 100% NATE certified technicians who are friendly, knowledgeable, and ready to help. They'll care for your home and complete the job with speed and precision. Locally owned and operated for more than 20 years, Comfort Designs, Spring Hill's heating and air conditioning company. See all they have to offer at comfortdesigns.net or schedule your appointment at 913-592-4453.
A great collision on the field? Awesome. An awesome collision on the road? Not so great. If that bad play does come your way, take your car to Shoemaker Collision and Paint Center. As Kansas City's premier auto collision repair center, they work on all makes and models, even RV, marine, aviation, motorcycles, and more. Shoemaker Collision offers free estimates and loaners, plus they will work with all insurance companies. Get your ride back in the game. Learn more at shoemakercollision.com or call 913-592-0095.
Your trusted Farmers Insurance agent is Anthony Sidoti. Experienced, local, and veteran-owned. Licensed in both Kansas and Missouri, Anthony will customize the right plan for you. His straightforward and personalized approach will help you better understand your coverage options. Stop on by at 159th and Merlin, right up the street in South Olathe, or call 913-270-5400. The Anthony Sidoti Agency. Farmers Insurance, proudly serving Spring Hill and cheering on the Broncos.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Shop local and save at Price Chopper, your hometown grocery store in Spring Hill. Come see the improvements and upgrades throughout the store. As always, Price Chopper is the place for hand-cut steaks from the meat department, the freshest fruits and vegetables from the produce aisle, and unbeatable flavors from the bakery. From apples to aspirin, Cool Whip to cool crisp lettuce. Price Chopper is now happy to offer curbside pickup, locally owned and operated, and under new management. Price Chopper in Spring Hill, open daily, 6 a.m. to 10 p.m.
And welcome back inside Spring Hill High School. Just finished up the national anthem. That means it's time for the starting lineups and to get this ball game underway. Starting lineups brought to you by Perfect Details Salon at 516 North Webster in Spring Hill. The Broncos will start this game in style, but nowhere near the level of style you'll find at Perfect Details Salon, where they're devoted to making clients flawless from head to toe. Make an appointment online at salonperfectdetails.com or by calling 913-592-5022. For the visiting Paola Panthers, who interplay 2-1 of the year, Dakaya Yates, a 5'9 junior, wears number 0 for the Panthers, averaging 4 points per night this year. Maggie Kauk is a 5'8 sophomore, number 13, 6.5 points per night on the year. That is tied for the second best on the team. Kate Ediger is their top scorer. She's led the team in every game this year scoring-wise. Honorable mention, All-Frontier League last year. A 5'7 junior, wears number 15 and averaging 15 points per night. Ava Kale is a 5'10 sophomore, number 25, averaging 5.5 points. And Morgan Clark, a 5'11 senior, number 32, scoring 6.5 points per night. The head coach of the Panthers is Jamie Butler. For the Spring Hill Broncos, who come into play tonight 1-2 on the year, Kate Milroy, a 5'1 junior, leads the team with 4.5 assists per game this year, also scoring 6.5 points per night. Emily Dowd, a 5'5 senior for the Broncos, second on the team at 1.5 assists per night. Allie Frank, their top scorer and top rebounder, the 6-foot senior, first team All-League last year, 21.5 points, 13.5 rebounds, coming off of an 18-9 game against Shawnee Mission South, the first game in 3 that didn't result in a double-double for Frank. Jenna Weber, a 5'8 sophomore, number 20 for the Broncos, 5.5 points and second on the team at 7 rebounds per night. And Meredith Todd, a 5'7 senior, number 25, coming off a career-high 14 points on Monday against Shawnee Mission South, averaging 9 points per night, second best on the team. So here we go. It'll be Paola basketball to start this ball game. Opening throw-in brought to you by the Spring Hill Rec Commission. Spring Hill Recreation Commission offers a wide range of activities for kids and adults. To see everything they offer, visit them online at springhillrec.org or call 913-592-2214. Paola goes inside to Ediger here on their first possession and can't get the roll. Offensive rebound. Kale on the putback try won't go for her either. And Spring Hill will take over possession after 2 good looks right there for Paola on their first possession of the game. They went right into Ediger. That's their top scorer, number 15. They want to get her the basketball a lot tonight. Spring Hill going to try to do the same with their top player, also who wears number 15, and Allie Frank. This is Jenna Weber, though. Top of the key 3. Let it rain from Weber to start the offense tonight for Spring Hill. So Weber had just 2 points on Monday night. It was a season low for Jenna, who's averaging 5.5. So good to see her come out and knock down her first shot of the night as Paola turns the basketball over back to the Broncos, who lead 3-0. Nearly 50 seconds in to this opening quarter. Weber's high this year, 9 points. That came in their second game of the year against Lansing. This is Todd, who's been on fire from beyond the arc, and it stays hot for Meredith Todd, who drains a 3. Back-to-back possessions. The Broncos get 3s to start this game. They're averaging only 3.5 made 3-pointers per game this year, and they've had 2 on 2 possessions so far. And a quick 6-0 start as Weber plays great defense there on Ediger, forcing the miss and corrals the rebound also. Weber inside Frank. Good position inside. Three-point opportunity the old-fashioned way now. Ava Kale called with a foul, her first. And Allie Frank goes to the line to try to cap off a third straight possession for the Broncos, resulting in 3 points. 8-0 Spring Hill. Nice start tonight for Spring Hill as Frank knocks down the free throw. 3 possessions, they've all earned 3 points, and it's 9-0. So far, Paola has turned it over once, and they've gotten the ball to Ediger twice. Now trying to get it to Ediger here. Weber comes up with a steal. Todd again open for 3. That one won't go for Meredith. Offensive rebound by Allie Frank, and she's fouled by Ava Kale, it looks like, again. So Frank will head back to the free throw line. A chance to keep this hot start going for Spring Hill. Second foul already on Kale. And the 5'10 sophomore will be headed to the bench, it looks like, as Riley Pratt has come to the scorer's table to check in after the 2 early fouls by Kale. At the free throw line, Allie knocks down the first. She is off to a good start this year at the free throw line. With the 2 makes so far, she's now 13 out of 16 at the free throw line. Broncos as a team shooting 67% this year at the line, and they get another pair of free throws there by Frank. And it's an 11-0 lead for Spring Hill. Weber, who's had great defense already on Ediger. Denying her out on the basketball, now on the wing. Ediger has to get rid of it. Spring Hill giving up 54.5 points per game this year. And before the season, Clay Fregon said defense is where they're going to have to hang their hat as a team. And so far tonight, they have gotten off to a great start in that category. They have 51 to Leavenworth, 50 to Shawnee Mission South, and 62 in the game to Lansing. Every game has been close so far. A 7-point win and 2 3-point losses. Ediger fouled on this attempt. Looked like Weber blocked the shot up top. Frank, though, is going to be called for, oh no, they are going to call that. Well, they called that on Emily Dowd somehow. I'm not sure. I mean, the Broncos played about that. They called that foul on Dowd. It was Frank who was underneath of Ediger and Weber who trying to block the shot. But the Broncos will certainly rather have the foul on Dowd as opposed to Frank. As Powell and Hess check in, Todd and Dowd exit the lineup. So Ediger gets Paola on the board with that first free throw. And the second will go down as well for Ediger. So 11-2, Broncos on top with the ball. Very good start here tonight. Weber's all alone. Nobody back there defensively as Kate Milroy puts it right in stride to Weber, who's got an early 5 points tonight. And the Broncos lead 13-2, 3 minutes into the contest. Milroy's done such a good job this year leading the offense. Clark line drives one in from 15. So the first field goal of the night for Paola comes via the senior Morgan Clark, who's their second leading scorer on the year at 6.5 points per game. Bronco turnover, Milroy trying to get it right back, and does. Then hands by Milroy, and another beautiful pass up to Brooke Powell. So Milroy continues to run the offense well for the Broncos, has such a nice touch when she lobs the ball down into her post or when they're in a transition opportunity. And she's got a pair of assists in the last 2 possessions for the Broncos, has 4.5 per game on the year. There's a steal by Julia Hess. And Hess travels. So they'll give it back with 4:14 left in the quarter. 15-4 Bronco lead. Full court pressure by Spring Hill. They've had as good a start as they can hope for here tonight. Weber that time goes through the back of Ediger to commit the foul. Her first, team second. Kaylee Oakes will check into the lineup now for Spring Hill. And Oakes will replace Weber's. Played very good defense on Ediger. So let's see if now the Broncos are able to keep up that defense with Kaylee Oakes now drawing that assignment on Ediger. Clark gets it out to Ediger on the wing. Clark runs into Milroy, a late whistle and an offensive foul on Kate Ediger. So Kate Milroy, Kate with a C, draws the charge on Kate with a K. 15-4. Spring Hill retains their 11-point lead on the offensive foul there by Ediger. That goes to the 5th turnover for Paola in the first quarter, and the Broncos give back their 3rd turnover now. Midway through this opening period, an 11-point Spring Hill lead here in the Frontier League opener for both these teams. A win followed by back-to-back losses for Spring Hill to start the year. Back-to-back wins followed by the lone Paola loss last Friday. And what was their 3rd game in 4 days to start the season after their initial season opener was postponed due to COVID reasons, as Ediger is fouled on the take. And that'll put Kate Ediger back at the free throw line. They call the foul on Kaylee Oakes. Her first, team's 3rd. Couple of free throws already from Ediger tonight. Dowd and Weber back in for the Broncos. Frank and Milroy will take a seat for the first time tonight. And Ediger able to knock down a pair of free throws again. She's a perfect 4 of 4 to start at the free throw line. And with 3:30 remaining in the quarter, the Spring Hill lead sits at 9 points after their hot start. Oakes underneath from Weber. Give them 2 more. Taking advantage of some easy looks early on in this ball game are the Broncos. And timeout taken by Paola. Full timeout, we'll take it with them with 3:12 left in the first quarter. It's 17-6 Broncos on top of Paola here on Spring Hill Sports Live.
Everybody can make something, because I think everyone has a spark of creativity, and the reason that I have to keep making is because I don't think my life would be as fulfilling without it. If you make things yourself, that means you're not cowering in fear. You're out there taking chances. That, I think, is my way of saying I love you to the world. All right, now I want to hear why you make.
Share your own Why I Make story today. Visit whyimake.org.
3:12 left to play in the first quarter. A 17-6 Spring Hill lead on top of Paola. Quick start tonight for the Broncos. Jumped out to an 11-0 lead in the opening 3 minutes of this contest. And Paola, thanks to some free throw shooting by Kate Ediger, has been able to stem the tide a little bit and keep this one from getting out of hand. But the Broncos still enjoy an 11-point lead. As we come out of the timeout, Paola with the basketball facing the full court pressure of Spring Hill. Jenna Weber back into the game guarding Kate Ediger. She's done a great job against her to start this game. Dakaya Yates is there struggling to get it across the timeline. They do, and now Ediger all the way herself. Might have been partially blocked by Weber. And that defensive effort by Jenna Weber continues as Dowd has it knocked out of her hands and out of bounds off of Ediger. Stays with Spring Hill, 2:51 remaining in our first quarter. Inbound to Oakes. Kaylee banks it in off the glass for her second bucket. And it's a 19-6 Spring Hill lead. Already a couple of baskets off of the bench for Oakes. Weber picks up her second assist to go along with 2 rebounds and 5 points already. And another quick timeout used by Paola. So Jamie Butler had just used a timeout, and apparently the message didn't get across, so she takes another timeout right away. A 19-6 Spring Hill lead here in their Frontier League opener. If you'd like to help out and contribute to keep the broadcast coming, SpringHillSportsLive.com/donate is where you can do that. A big thank you to all of the sponsors who make these broadcasts possible and do it free of charge for all the fans out there to enjoy your Broncos. Again, SpringHillSportsLive.com/donate if you want to chip in as well. Again, thanks to all the sponsors, the fans, coaches, administrators, all the student athletes who are a part of the broadcast. And don't forget as well to follow us on Facebook, Spring Hill Sports Live, and subscribe to the YouTube channel at youtube.com/Spring Hill Sports Live. 2:33 remains of the first quarter in this Frontier League opener for both teams. And it's a 13-point Bronco lead. Frank gets her hands on that pass. Ball still loose. Diving onto the floor, Meredith Todd. Still loose, and it squirts out to Pratt. Underneath to Clark. And her shot is a bit strong. Rebounded by Allie Frank. A physical start to this ball game down low in Spring Hill. So far, they have been taking advantage of the opportunity to play down low. They have been aggressive at contesting the attempts by Paola. Knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with Spring Hill. 2:08 left in the quarter. Todd to inbound with the Broncos up 13. Frank inside to Todd, and that won't go off the bank attempt. And Dakaya Yates clears it for Paola. Milroy stops the ball. Now they find Clark at the foul line. Spinning into Allie Frank. Shot is missed and tracked down by Milroy. Kate will run with it. This is where she's so good, distributing on the run. Lobs it up perfectly for Frank. Won't go, though. Got it back. Allie, second chance, also misses. And Yates clears it for Spring Hill. Again, though, Milroy in transition puts it right on the money up there for Allie. Catch it high, able to go right up with it. Unfortunately, Frank unable to make the shot that time. Here's a foul called on Todd on the backdoor cut by Maddie Kauk. And it'll earn the sophomore a couple of free throw attempts. It's the first foul on Todd and the fourth team foul against the Broncos with 1:24 remaining in the quarter. Kauk's first free throw is good, and both teams have come to play at the line tonight. A perfect 8 of 8 combined so far. 5 out of 5 are the Panthers. Spring Hill 3 out of 3 at the line. Kauk's second attempt is good as well. So 6 of the 8 points for Paola have come now at the free throw line. Their only shot they made from the field was that 15-footer by Morgan Clark. Spring Hill up big inside to Allie Frank. This time she's able to bank it in. So Frank now with 7 points. That's just her second field goal, though. She got that and one early on. Made a few free throws and has given Spring Hill a 13-point lead again. Offensive rebound by Kauk. Can't get the putback. Ball off the foot. It looked like it went off the foot of Chloe Gherkin, and it did. So that will be a possession over to Spring Hill. Dakaya Yates checking back in for Paola. Now she will come in. It'll be Kate Ediger who checks out with 52 seconds left in the quarter. 13-point Bronco lead. Nobody guarding Meredith Todd. Todd had it blocked by Kauk. Yates has it ripped out of her hands by Frank. Allie Frank just muscled it away from Dakaya Yates and makes it 23-8 Broncos. That pass thrown out of bounds by Paola. They turn it back over to Spring Hill with 31 seconds left in the quarter. The Broncos enjoying their biggest lead of the night right now at 15 points. Now Milroy will take her time here. Needs to get it across the timeline, though. And does. Had 1 second to spare. Spring Hill wants to hold out for the final shot. Down to 15 seconds here. Weber takes a peek up at the clock. Now down to 10. Weber to the foul line. Out to Todd in the corner. High arcing three is short. Meredith got it back, though, with still 4 seconds to work with. Runner won't go. Frank, an offensive putback. That won't go either. So multiple looks at it there to end the quarter. Spring Hill, though, up 23-8 through 1. You're watching Bronco basketball presented by Strode Orthodontics on Spring Hill Sports Live.
Weitzel Optometry Vision Source has been the leader in optometry services and vision care in Spring Hill for more than 20 years. Weitzel Optometry offers comprehensive eye care, as well as the latest, most popular lenses and frames for Spring Hill and the surrounding communities. Experience modern eye care with advanced diagnostic technology and vision correction products. And with the experience of Doctors Weitzel and Bloodgood, you're sure to see the results you're looking for. To schedule your appointment, call Weitzel Optometry Vision Source at 913-592-2020. When it comes to protecting your family, home, and business, look to a local, community-minded agent. In Spring Hill, that's Allstate agent Libby Clark. With more than 15 years of industry experience, Libby and her team are committed to providing a customized family protection plan that fits your needs. A full-service agency, Libby Clark offers a broad range of insurance and financial services, building relationships with a focus on helping their neighbors. That's the Libby Clark Agency. Visit them on the southeast corner of 223rd and Harrison in Spring Hill.
Welcome back to Spring Hill High School as we head to the second quarter tonight. Spring Hill and Paola in the Frontier League opener for both teams. And this is a great start for Spring Hill tonight in this Frontier League opener. Coming off back-to-back losses, jumped out to an 11-0 lead tonight, and they just kept going against this Paola team that made just one shot from the field in the first quarter. So a 23-8 advantage for Spring Hill as Dowd's shot was blocked out of bounds, so Spring Hill will inbound on the baseline. Milroy along with Weber, Frank, Todd, and Dowd. Meredith Todd has it knocked loose, gets it back, and now again knocked free and stolen by Kate Ediger. Coast to coast for Ediger, and she's fouled by Todd. That'll be the second personal foul on Meredith Todd and the 15th foul. And we'll put Kate Ediger back at the free throw line where she has gone 4 for 4 in this game. 6 of the 8 points for Paola have been at the free throw line. One of our keys to the game, keep Paola off the free throw line, and so far they haven't really done that. If they had kept them off the free throw line at this point, this would be a near shutout going for Spring Hill. And the Panthers making Spring Hill pay for putting them on the line. A perfect 8 of 8 at the free throw line. Another near turnover, but instead a foul called on Maddie Kauk, her first. And that is 14 fouls against Paola. Milroy to Weber, lines up a 3 and buries another one. That is the second 3 from Weber. Third tray for the Broncos, and they lead by 16, and now they get a turnover. Weber, a little short on the attempt. Ediger and Powell go tumbling out of bounds. And they're going to call a hold on Brooke Powell. That'll be her first, and 16 fouls. 26-10 Spring Hill. They've knocked down 3 triples. 2 from Weber, 1 from Todd. They have played great defense on Ediger, keeping her without a field goal so far. And now they have forced 7 turnovers. Dowd on the steal. Weber back to Dowd. Emily on the drive, bounce pass into Powell, and the Broncos continue to pour it onto the offensive end, 28-10. 18-point Bronco lead. Ediger stumbles, loses the ball, and turns it over. In comes Emerson Smith for the Panthers. Ediger, or make that Clark rather, will check out of the game. And Spring Hill right now, while the going's good, they just need to keep putting the pressure on. Up by 18 and no signs of slowing down right now. Down from the corner. Drives, pulls up, and hits. 30-10 Broncos. Almost came up with another steal. Kauk inside, Kale, and she misses the bunny, but got it back. Frank standing tall in front of her, and Spring Hill comes up with another defensive stop, and now Milroy, tough to catch her, nobody will, and Kate coast to coast after the long tap down rebound makes it 32-10. Ediger out of control into the spin move, into the shot, and knocks it down. Well, Spring Hill, I think you'll be okay with that one. That was still pretty good defense by Weber. And Jenna on the other side trying to get the 2 back, can't get it to fall. Kauk loses the handle as she was tangled up with Powell, goes out of bounds off the Kauk, and Spring Hill gets the ball back with 5:28 to play in the half, up by 20. Frank and Dowd go down. In comes Hess and Kaylee Oakes. Milroy on the inbound pass. Weber, who's off to a great start tonight, gets hit on the arm by Kate Ediger. That kind of looked more like a frustration foul there by Kate Ediger, as her team has had things not go their way early on in this one. It's been all Broncos to this point, 32-12 Spring Hill. Riley Pratt checks in. It's the second foul on Ediger, so she will come out of the game. So now Paola facing a 20-point deficit in their top scorer, 15 points per night on the bench, and Kate Ediger with 2 fouls. Weber gets it into Hess. You're in the 5-minute mark of this second quarter. Broncos trying to continue to add to their 20-point lead, and they will on the jumper by Kaylee Oakes. 6 points now from Oakes, matches her season and career high. And she's knocking down jumpers tonight too, not just getting the bunnies. There's a steal by Milroy. Kate takes it herself, can't get the bank shot to go, and it ends up out of bounds off of Brooke Powell. So Paola takes over with 4:48 to play in the half. Panthers down 22 tonight. Everybody getting involved for Spring Hill. Frank leads the way with 9 points on the scoring column. Milroy has dished out a team-high 4 assists. They've got some bench points as well from Oakes and Powell. Those two have combined for 10 off of the bench. And another timeout is taken by Paola with 4:37 remaining in the first half. The Panthers have already run through 3 of their 5 timeouts for the night, as Jamie Butler is trying to pull out every stop she can to keep her team in this ball game before halftime. Spring Hill in unfamiliar territory in terms of a game that's not close. It looked like we were headed the same direction on opening night against Leavenworth. Spring Hill jumped out to a 17-2 lead in that game. But before we could end the third quarter, the Broncos found themselves down a point. They would rally to win that game in the fourth quarter for their lone win so far on the season before back-to-back 3-point losses. So again tonight, they got off to that fast start, but now they have kept things rolling and have only grown the lead, in fact, after their 11-0 start to this ball game. So a 22-point lead for Spring Hill as Paola inbounds in the backcourt to Anna Phillips. No Kate Ediger on the floor right now, their top scorer. Maddie Pitzer in for the first time with it. Phillips throws it out of bounds. That is double-digit turnovers in this first half for Paola. So Spring Hill, when we talked keys to the game, they said keep Paola off the free throw line and limit the turnovers. In fact, win the turnover battle was our key, and so far they're certainly doing that. Just 4 Spring Hill turnovers, 10 Paola turnovers. They have put Paola on the free throw line 8 times, but the Panthers have gone 8 for 8. And if you're rooting for Paola, thank goodness they have, because they hardly have anything at this point. Count of 3. Julia Hess knocks down a 3-pointer, and she's fouled by Emerson Smith. A 4-point opportunity for Hess. How about that? Julia Hess, her season high scoring was 2 points, and she's got a chance to double that on one play as she knocks down the 3, her first of the year. Can't knock down the free throw to add to it, but they'll take that 3-pointer by Hess to continue to build their lead, which is up to 25 points now at 37-12. Another deflection and another turnover forced by the Spring Hill defense. Got a chance to run. Hess couldn't control that long pass, though, so they give it back. But what a half for Spring Hill. Oakes called for the foul, and that will put Ava Kale at the free throw line. It'll be a 1-and-1 on the 7th team foul against Spring Hill. 3:51 left in this half. Takaya Yates checks back in along with Maggie Kauk. This is Ava Kale at the line, a sophomore. And gets that first to go. keeps the Panthers perfect at the line, makes it 37-13. Frank on the rebound. Spring Hill up by 24 as we go under the halfway point of this second quarter. Powell out to Frank, and Allie Frank drains a three. Well, Spring Hill just doing anything they want on that side of the floor tonight. 40-13. Thrown into the scorers table, but off of Spring Hill. Stays with Paola. They have knocked down 5 threes tonight, and they only average 3.5 made three-pointers per game. Not a elite three-point shooting team, but they have been tonight. Inside to Kale, and she's fouled by Weber. Jenna picks up her second. So it'll be another couple of free throws for Ava Kale. She went 1 out of 2 a moment ago. Almost entirely their offensive output has come at the free throw line tonight. 10 of their 14 points. And Ava Kale knocks them both down this time. Makes it 40-15 with a little over 3 minutes left to play in the half. Hess from the short corner. Backside rebound by Kate Milroy. Maybe one of the best 5'1" rebounders you'll see. And here's Hess now from the corner for 3. Milroy another offensive rebound and the putback. So at 5'1", the junior gets 2 offensive rebounds and the putback for Spring Hill. She averages 5.5 rebounds per game. Had 10 rebounds in their season opener. Her motor just never stops, and that's why she's in position a lot of times to get more rebounds than you'd expect for a 5'1" player. 42-15, Spring Hill. Clark stumbled, lost it. Hess comes up with a steal. Finds Milroy. Kate, it's a nice little shield that time by Frank. Allie Frank with a great job there. Shields that defender away and allows Milroy, who normally in that situation, we see her with that lob up to Frank, but this time knew what to do with it with Frank sealing her off. And now there's what we talked about, the lob from Milroy up to Frank after yet another steal. And it's a 14-point half for Frank on the 5th assist by Kate Milroy in this first half. And Spring Hill all over Paola tonight, 46-15 Broncos. Milroy again with a steal. Has Powell, leaves it for her on a bounce pass. Powell missed the layup, but Allie Frank there to clean it up, and she'll go to the free throw line. Spring Hill can do no wrong right now. Maggie Kauk called for the foul, her second. Team 7th. Emily Dowd returns for Spring Hill, and Maddie Pitzer returns to the lineup for Paola. Frank continues her excellent start to the season, averaging 21.5 points and 13.5 rebounds. She's got 16 points and 6 rebounds here in the first half of this ball game, and it's 48-15. I did not see this game going this way tonight. These two teams were very competitive last year. Both games were neck and neck the whole way, and this one has been anything but. Kale can't knock down the 3, and Allie Frank, as is so often the case, cleans up for Spring Hill to make it a one and done for the Panthers. A little more than a minute left. Nobody guarding Frank at the top of the key. She's already made 1 3. That one won't go for her. And Ava Kale, the rebound for Paola. Final minute of the half, 48-15 Spring Hill. Kauk off the dribble, gives to Clark. Out to Pitzer. Spring Hill just 15 points given up on this end of the floor. and only 2 field goals allowed. 11 of the 15 points for Paola have been at the free throw line. They have been shut down on this side with some great Spring Hill defense that's forced 14 turnovers tonight as well. This is a hand check foul called on Spring Hill, so that will result in a 1-and-1 for Paola. And they call the foul on Julia Hess, her first, team's 9th foul. Anna Phillips at the line. And the front end of the 1-and-1 is no good, and rebounded by Frank. Frank already just a pair of rebounds shy of another double-double. 2 out of 3 games he's recorded double-doubles this year. And the one she didn't was Monday night when she had 18 points and 9 rebounds. 10 seconds here for Dowd. Spring Hill trying to hit the 50-point mark in the first half. Dowd after a deflection, puts it up from close range. Frank the rebound and unable to get it up clean. Kale got her hand on it, and that will send us to halftime. All Spring Hill in the first half tonight. 48-15, Broncos on top of Paola. Coming up, it's the Michael Graham Farm Bureau Financial Services halftime show. You're watching Bronco basketball on Spring Hill Sports Live, presented by Strode Orthodontics.
For over 80 years, Farm Bureau Financial Services agents have built relationships with you, one conversation at a time. And we're as committed as ever to providing you with that level of service. As part of your community, we're here for you, answering insurance questions and helping make sure your financial goals are on track.
Contact Farm Bureau Financial Agent Michael Grand anytime or learn more at michaelgrand.com.
Farm Bureau Financial Services. It's your future. Let's protect it.
Shop local and save at Price Chopper, your hometown grocery store in Spring Hill. Come see the improvements and upgrades throughout the store. As always, Price Chopper is the place for hand-cut steaks from the meat department, the freshest fruits and vegetables from the produce aisle, and unbeatable flavors from the bakery. From apples to aspirin, Cool Whip to cool crisp lettuce. Price Chopper is now happy to offer curbside pickup, locally owned and operated, and under new management. Price Chopper in Spring Hill, open daily, 6 a.m. to 10 p.m.
Spring Hill's hometown shop is J&T Auto Service. As a full-service repair shop, J&T Auto Service works on all makes and models. Diesels, Europeans, they do it all. From combines to Corvettes. Visit J&T Auto Service for oil changes, tires, brakes, alignments, electrical diagnostics, and so much more. Small town, friendly service with high-tech tools and training. Schedule your service at J&T Auto Service. Call 913-592-6424. You can also visit jtautoinc.com.
Are you looking for experienced and knowledgeable electrical contractors? Scott Electric is your right choice. We have been providing high-quality electrical repair, remodeling, and troubleshooting services at affordable prices since 1972. Expect the highest attention to detail from start to finish. We are a licensed and insured electrical company. Our residential electrical services include installation of smoke detectors, hot tubs, and basement finishing. No job is too big or too small for our trained electricians. Call for a free estimate.
Welcome to the Michael Grand Farm Bureau Financial Services halftime show. Michael's goal is to help you plan for the unexpected and protect your future. Getting to know you and the things that are most important to you will help them customize the right plan for your needs. To learn more, visit them at 117 South Main in Spring Hill or call 913-592-2336. What a first half for the Spring Hill girls. They lead this ball game 48-15 at halftime. Coming off of 3 consecutive close games to start this year, this first half was anything but close. An 11-0 run to start the ball game for Spring Hill, and it never really got any closer. In fact, the closest this game has been since it was an 11-0 start by Spring Hill is 9. That's all that Paola could trim off that 11-0 start by Spring Hill. And the last time it was at 9 points was at 15-6. It hasn't even been a single-digit game since the score went to 19-6, or make that 17-6 with 3:16 left in the first quarter. It's been double digits ever since then. Spring Hill used a 9-0 run early in the second quarter to push the lead up over 20 for the first time, and then they closed out the half on an 8-0 run to extend that lead now up to a 48-15 lead for Spring Hill, a 33-point advantage at halftime. What a first half for Spring Hill. They made a season high tying 5 3-pointers already in this game, and they've already tied their season high with 12 assists as a team as they poured it on in that first half. They're just 11 points shy of tying their season high in the scoring column. So what a half it was. That was a look back at the half brought to you by Whitesell Optometry Vision Source. Keep an eye on your child's screen time. If they're experiencing eye strain or headaches, it might be a good time for an exam. Make an appointment with Whitesell Optometry Vision Source by calling 913-592-2020 and be sure to ask about that 2020 rule. 48-15 Broncos at the half. We'll check the numbers when we come back.
Strode Orthodontics is creating beautiful, healthy smiles. Dr. Claire Strode and her staff have decades of combined experience, offering clear and metal Damon smile braces and Invisalign clear aligners for teens and adults. Dr. Strode tailors your treatment to meet your specific needs with 3 convenient locations in Olathe, Overland Park, and Spring Hill. Strode Orthodontics is ready to give you the beautiful smile you've always wanted. Call for your free no-obligation consultation, 913-491-3400, or visit StrodeOrtho.com.
What if grass wasn't just for mowing? What if all the games weren't on TV? What if you saw the grandkids on more than just holidays? What if you got out of the house more often, maybe for good? Cedar Lake Village Senior Living. Life is how you live, not just where. To learn more, call 888-508-2022.
Prime Accounting Solutions in Spring Hill is here to help you and your business grow. From accounting services to tax planning, Prime Accounting is here to help you meet your goals and achieve your dreams. The accountants at Prime Accounting Solutions stay up to date on the latest news and information, ensuring the best options, services, and returns for you. Give Prime Accounting Solutions a call at 913-592-2050. Visit them at 408 North Webster in Spring Hill or go online to primeaccounting.net.
Hers Incorporated in Spring Hill is your local Bobcat mower dealer. Bobcat mowers combine heavy gauge steel with advanced engineering to give you the best cut every time. Simple controls and design make maintenance and service quick and easy. And when you get your Bobcat at Hers, they can complete all service and repairs covered by your warranty. Bobcat mowers are affordable, giving you a commercial grade machine at a residential price. To learn more,
come and visit us at hersinc.net. Call Hers at
913-247-3530.
Welcome back to the Michael Grant Farm Bureau Financial Services halftime show. Spring Hill with a 48-15 lead here at the break. 11-0 run to start the game for Spring Hill. They burst out to the lead, and they have not looked back. They out-rebound Paola 16-5 in the first half. Spring Hill 12 assists on their 19 made field goals. Paola, no assists on just 2 made field goals. 5 three-pointers for the Broncos, none for Paola. The Panthers turned it over 14 times. Spring Hill, just 5 turnovers. Thank goodness for the free throw line for Paola, or they'd nearly be shut out. 11 of 13 at the line for the Panthers. Spring Hill just 5 out of 6. And they didn't attempt many, but they did knock them down. Let's look at some of the individual numbers. Allie Frank, just 1 rebound short of a double-double right now. 16 points and 9 rebounds, leads the team in both categories. Kate Milroy, great first half as well. 6 points, 5 assists, and 4 rebounds. A little bit of everything from the junior guard. Jenna Weber, 8 points, a couple of rebounds, and a couple of assists. A strong half for her. Meredith Todd knocked down another 3. She came in having made 6 threes in the last 2 games. She added 1 in that first half, as did Julia Hess. They've each got 3 points. Brooke Powell with 4 and Kaylee Oakes with 6 off of the bench. That's 13 bench points for Spring Hill. For Paola, Kate Ediger has 8 to lead the way for them. Anna Phillips with 3 and Morgan Clark with 2. Maddie Kauk with 2 as well. Nobody with more than 2 rebounds for Paola as they were out-rebounded 16-5. It's all Broncos at the half, 48-15. You've been watching the Michael Graham Farm Bureau Financial Services halftime show. Second half starts next on Spring Hill Sports Live.
Pankey Plumbing in Spring Hill is a proud supporter of Bronco Athletics. Keeping your plumbing system in good shape can do wonders for your property's value and lifespan. Get exceptional plumbing services when you hire the plumbing specialist at Pankey Plumbing. At Pankey Plumbing, they take pride in their work and guarantee the best plumbing services in the shortest time possible at the most reasonable price. To learn more, give them a call at 913-568-8201 or visit pankeyplumbing.com. Go Broncos! When it comes to protecting your family, home, and business, look to a local, community-minded agent. In Spring Hill, that's Allstate agent Libby Clark. With more than 15 years of industry experience, Libby and her team are committed to providing a customized family protection plan that fits your needs. A full-service agency, Libby Clark offers a broad range of insurance and financial services, building relationships with a focus on helping their neighbors. That's the Libby Clark Agency. Visit them on the southeast corner of 223rd and Harrison in Spring Hill.
Are you looking for experienced and knowledgeable electrical contractors? Scott Electric is your right choice. We have been providing high-quality electrical repair, remodeling, and troubleshooting services at affordable prices since 1972. Expect the highest attention to detail from start to finish. We are a licensed and insured electrical company. Our residential electrical services include installation of smoke detectors, hot tubs, and basement finishing. No job is too big or too small for our trained electricians. Call for a free estimate.
48-15 Spring Hill leading Paola as we head to the third quarter tonight. Bronco basketball presented by Strode Orthodontics here on Spring Hill Sports Live. What a start to this game. What a half for Spring Hill. 11 points shy of their season high of 59 already as we start this second half. Needless to say, the 48-point half, the best half of basketball the Broncos have played this year. Let's see if they can keep it going now here in the second half. Takaya Yates brings it up against Kate Milroy. It's Yates, Clark, Kalk, Ediger, and Kale. And much like the first half, the second half starts with a Paola turnover and a three-point opportunity for Spring Hill. Emily Dowd on the steal, the finish, and now a chance at the line. So it is a start that Spring Hill looks like they just didn't even take a timeout or take a halftime break. They just came right back out and continue where they left off. Dowd missed the free throw, but Jenna Weber has the offensive rebound. So they'll have a chance to get some more from Meredith Todd. Straight away buries a three. So it results in a 5-point possession for Spring Hill. (53-15) Spring Hill. The foul, by the way, on Maddie Kalk on that foul on Dowd. Here's a jump ball called after Dowd came up with another steal. That will send it to the Broncos and result in the 16th Paola turnover. Spring Hill right now a +11 in turnover margin. They're a +12 on the rebounding margin. And they're up big by 38 on the scoreboard. Todd delivers it inside to Allie Frank, who's now got 18 tonight. A little bit of everything tonight for the Broncos. Everybody getting involved, everybody having fun in this one, or at least everybody in the purple and gold. Ediger. Bounce out to Clark, and Morgan Clark can't hit the close jumper, and it's Kaiten Milroy who collects the rebound. Good pass up to Todd. One power dribble, went off the side of the glass, got it back though, and now Yates takes it away for Paola. Paola made just 2 shots from the field in the first half. That is their third made field goal of the game. As Ava Kale hits the basket, she's got 5 to make it 55-17. Todd's open in the corner, and Meredith Todd knocks down another triple. So she continues to rain down threes. She has made 9 threes now in the last 3 ball games, or 2.5 ball games basically. And she continues to lead the way beyond the arc for this team. How about that defense by Frank? Leads the break up for the Broncos, who lead this game by now 41. And a travel is called on Weber. She got hit in the head. Ediger came jumping around her, and Weber got knocked to the floor by Ediger, but they call it for travel. And when you're up by 41, that's a little easier to stomach. You can laugh that one off. Milroy, Frank, and Weber all check out of the lineup for Spring Hill as Oakes, Powell, and Hess come on. Phillips returns for Paola. 5:41 to play in the third. Spring Hill up 58-17. They've made 7 3-pointers in this game. That is a season high by 2. They've dished out a season high in assists as well tonight. 15 assists as a team, and there is a 17th forced turnover. A 15 assist to 7 turnover ratio tonight for Spring Hill. And Clay Fregon is going to be ecstatic about the way his girls have played so far to this point. And not that you could do much to damper the mood from this point on, really, but you'd love to see him go ahead and just complete a whole 32 minutes of basketball. But that is their 3rd turnover now of this second half. They had just 5 in the first half. Yates is fouled. So Dakaya Yates will go to the free throw line. The foul is called on Spring Hill's Emily Dowd, her 2nd. Timeout, Spring Hill. As Clay Fregon didn't need to use a timeout in the first half, things went so smooth for him. We'll step aside with 5:09 left in the third. Broncos up big, 58-17 on Spring Hill Sports Live.
Allowing you to, when it comes to helping people with their finances, a cookie-cutter approach doesn't work. That's why you need Kim Thompson at Prudential Financial in Spring Hill. Kim knows that everyone's different. She'll listen to you and discuss your hopes and dreams, allowing you to focus on what's important. At Kim Thompson Financial, they focus on protecting your family, saving for retirement, living in retirement, financial strategy, saving for education, and your small business. To learn more, visit Kim Thompson Prudential Financial at the corner of Victory and Webster in Spring Hill, or call 913-592-5573.
5:09 remains here in the third. Dakaya Yates at the free throw line for Paola. And that has been the only positive tonight for Paola, is they have been awesome at the line. 12 out of 14 as a team. But that will be hardly any solace to a group right now that is probably faring a little down, trailing 58-19. A combination tonight of certainly probably not the best outing from Paola, but they have caught Spring Hill on a night where the Broncos have everything rolling. That Todd 3-pointer misses. She has made 3 of them tonight, but can't get a 4th to go down. And Paola will get the basketball back. Spring Hill has put together every facet of their game tonight. Great defense. They've shot the ball well. They've taken care of the basketball. They're getting production from not only all 5 starters, but from the bench as well. Yates over to Ediger. They've made it a tough night on Kate Ediger. He gets it inside to Ava Kale, who's maybe had as good of a night as anybody has on the team. And she's now got 7. And it's 58-21 with 4:20 to go in the third. Yates comes up with a steal after the deflection by Kalk and gets the lay-in. So Spring Hill has gotten a little bit loose with the basketball here in this third quarter now. They have turned it over 4 times in the quarter, almost doubling their total for the game. They had 5 turnovers all of the first half. And now another one there as Yates takes that pass away. Fouled. Layup won't go, but a chance at the line. Brooke Powell called for the blocking foul, her 2nd. It'll be 2 foul shots for Dakaya Yates, who was shut out in the first half, but has 4 points here in this third quarter. As Paola tries to make the long road back. They have scored the last 6 points here in the ball game. Still trail by 35 though, and the free throw is up and good from Yates. Frank, Weber, Milroy all re-enter for Spring Hill. Frank and Ediger tied up. They both hit the floor hard. Jump ball, and it'll stay with Paola. Pitzer to inbound for Paola. Frank, good job defensively. Ediger came up with a basketball, though, on that miss, and then she's fouled by Powell. That's 3 on Powell. And it'll put Kate Ediger now back at the free throw line. She is a perfect 6 out of 6 at the stripe tonight. Oh, never mind. They put it on the floor. Okay. So no free throws for Ediger. And instead, a rebound by Weber and then a jump ball. So Spring Hill this time gets the arrow. No, get the ball. Leading 58-24. Emerson Smith checks in for Paola. Replaces Yates. 3:45 left in the third as Kaylee Oakes also comes back in now for Spring Hill, replacing Powell, who just picked up her 3rd foul. The Broncos came firing right out of the 3rd quarter and built their lead up to 41. Let's make that 7 in a row now by Paola. And Spring Hill has cooled off a little bit thanks to, or not thanks to it, however you want to look at it, some turnovers. And there's another one. Phillips out to Smith. Ediger on the elbow. Frank, good defense underneath on Kale. And a foul on Oakes. 4th team foul, 2nd on Kaylee Oakes. Oh, Meredith Todd will check in. Beg your pardon, that is 3 on Oakes. I might have said 2nd, but either way. Pitzer on the inbound to Ediger. Weber. Partial block shot that time again by Weber. And Spring Hill gets the stop. Broncos by 34, 3 minutes left in the 3rd. Milroy has done a great job leading the offense tonight. 6 points, 6 assists. Pulled down 5 rebounds as well. She's had another great all-around night. Hess a bit short. Todd the rebound. Sets up Frank, and she capitalizes on the second chance opportunity. Well, Frank, the 2nd time this year, goes into the 20-point range. And it gives Spring Hill a season-high 60 points on the board with still a quarter and change to go. Deflected by Weber. Picked up by Hess. Frank, good position down on the block. Todd gets it in there to her, and just like the last time down, it's Todd to Frank for 2 more. 4th assist by Meredith Todd on that one. Nice backdoor cut, but Smith can't finish it, then runs into her teammate Ediger. So Smith a little bit shaken up. Weber leads the break for Spring Hill and sets up Hess. That's 64-24, and a timeout, Paola. 40-point lead for Spring Hill with 1:48 left in the 3rd. You're watching Bronco basketball presented by Strode Orthodontics on Spring Hill Sports Live.
Number one, obviously, is safety. We definitely call 811 to find out if there are any buried lines, fiber optic, whether it be telephone or pipeline or anything. Don't take a chance. Don't think you know and say, well, I don't remember anything being put in there. Call 811 and make sure that that's identified, that there isn't something there before you make that crossing. Because in the end, we want everybody going home.
1:48 left to play in the 3rd quarter tonight in Spring Hill. Frontier League opener for the Broncos, and boy, have they shown bright tonight. 64-24. Spring Hill up by 40. They've already set a season-high scoring mark in this one. And we still have a whole quarter to go tonight. Although it will go fast, it will be a running clock unless something drastically changes between now and the next 1:48 of game time. All Broncos tonight. Paola has done the majority of their work at the free throw line. 14 of their 24 points have come at the free throw line. Kate Ediger has 6 of those free throws. 8 points, the leading scorer tonight for Paola, and she is tied up by Meredith Todd. Jump ball will keep it with Paola, but man, they have had a tough go of it down this end of the floor. I feel like there must be 7 or 8 Bronco defenders out there, as Spring Hill has had that kind of pressure on them all night. Ediger trying to clear out some space underneath, picks up a 3rd foul. So Spring Hill will take back possession with a 40-point lead and a little over 90 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Morgan Clark checks back in and replaces Ediger. The Broncos have won 5 of the last 7 against Paola. Since 08, Paola has the edge 16-11 in this head-to-head, but lately the Broncos have had the upper hand. Last year, though, 2 very close games between these two teams, and I'll be honest, I expected a really close one tonight. They will meet again in early February in Paola, and I would not wager on it being a 40-point game that time around also. Spring Hill, though, if they play the type of basketball they have tonight on both ends of the floor, down missing that shot, rebounded by Pitzer, they're going to have a chance to run up some big numbers on lots of teams throughout the Frontier League season, but certainly a best night of the year type of game here for Spring Hill. Trying to close this one out with under a minute left in the 3rd, up by 40. Yates on the right wing, fires for 3, and Allie Frank secures another rebound. 3 double-doubles in 4 games to start her senior season. She had 7 double-doubles last year in her junior season, and she looks like she's going to go blasting past that number this season. I might have wagered that she'd have a double-double in every game this year the way she started the season. A 32-point, 18-rebound night on the season opener against Leavenworth. And went for 15 and 13 against Lansing. Was held 1 rebound short of a double-double in her 3rd game of the year against Shawnee Mission South on Monday night earlier this week. Had 18 and 9 in that game. And here this evening, Frank with 22 points and 11 rebounds to lead all players in both categories. Clark gets Ediger on the back door. Hands everywhere by that Spring Hill defense, and that time, though, they get caught as Weber picks up a 3rd foul and puts Ava Kale back at the free throw line. She is 3 out of 4 at the stripe tonight. 7 points, a couple of rebounds for the sophomore Kale this evening. 14 out of 18 now as a team at the line. Kale, 3 out of 5. And they have certainly been grateful for the free throw line. Kale unable to get either of those, and then a foul committed by Paola. Loose ball foul against, looked like Yates. Nope, they called it Ediger actually, so that's now 4 on Kate Ediger. 3rd team foul. Ediger will check out of the game, and in comes Anna Phillips for her. Final 20 seconds of this 3rd quarter. Spring Hill will hold out for the final shot, up by 40. Five seconds for down, out to Weber, over to Todd, and Meredith Todd can't find the range on a 3. Yates the rebound to close the quarter, but it's all Broncos. They lead by 40 as we go to the 4th here on Spring Hill Sports Live, presented by Schroeder Orthodontics.
Are you looking for a trusted heating or air conditioning contractor in the Spring Hill area? Look no further than Comfort Designs. Comfort Designs Heating and Air Conditioning has 100% NATE certified technicians who are friendly, knowledgeable, and ready to help. They'll care for your home and complete the job with speed and precision. Locally owned and operated for more than 20 years, Comfort Designs, Spring Hill's heating and air conditioning company. See all they have to offer at comfortdesigns.net or schedule your appointment at 913-592-4453.
Your trusted Farmers Insurance agent is Anthony Sidoti. Experienced, local, and veteran-owned. Licensed in both Kansas and Missouri, Anthony will customize the right plan for you. His straightforward and personalized approach will help you better understand your coverage options. Stop on by at 159th and Merlin, right up the street in South Olathe, or call 913-270-5400. The Anthony Sidoti Agency. Farmers Insurance, proudly serving Spring Hill and cheering on the Broncos.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Off to the fourth quarter, all Broncos tonight, 64-24, a 40-point edge, a running clock here in this fourth quarter for Spring Hill as they have put up a season-high 64 points on the board. The 24 they've allowed is Julia Hess buries another three. That's 8 tonight from Hess. It's a career-high scoring night for Julia, and everything falling for the Broncos, who have knocked down, 8 threes now in this game? More than doubling their per-game average from beyond the arc. Frank with a dozen rebounds, long outlet up to Hess, and that's going to be a walk or a foul, and they're going to call it a walk. Well, Spring Hill up by 43 right now. Their previous best defensive effort as far as points allowed was 50. That was Monday night in a 3-point loss, a 50-47 loss to Shawnee Mission South. There's another turnover forced. They have forced now 20 turnovers tonight, has this Spring Hill defense, and held Paola to just 24 points. Todd's open for another three, and Weber can't quite track down that offensive rebound at the corner. Spring Hill's got a realistic opportunity to force more turnovers than points allowed tonight. Not sure it'll happen, but just to even be able to think it's a possibility tells you how well they played tonight. So Clay Freegon clears the bench here. Brooke Powell and Kaylee Oakes will come back on. We've seen them tonight. Both have played well off the bench tonight. And also into the game comes Tessa Dawson. Second time we've seen the junior guard, number 13 for the Broncos. And for the first time this year, Elena Freegon, 5'7" junior, number 2, is in the contest. And also Coral Callan, a 5'4" junior, number 14, in for the first time this year. Phillips out of the right wing, guarded by Freegon. Now it's Yates looking to lob into Kale, throws it out of bounds. Well, Powell and Oakes, who are in there, have each scored tonight. 4 from Powell, 6 from Oakes. The other three, the three guards out there, Freegon, Callan, and Dawson, are all looking for their first varsity points. So let's see if we can get a basket for, heck, let's go for all three of them at this point. Callan tied up, and the ball will go over to Paola on the arrow. Ediger returns for Paola. She's got 4 fouls, but no reason to hold back at this point. Pitzer and Pratt also check in for Paola. A little high-low for Kale. She was foot-tied by Kaylee Oakes, and Oakes will get called for a 4th foul. That's just kind of an unfortunate foul. I don't know that anything much happened other than their feet kind of got tangled up. But it'll be a foul on Oakes, sixth team foul. Inbound to Maggie Kalk, and she's able to get the basket to go down. Plus a foul will put her at the line for a 3-point opportunity. They call the foul on Callan. It's her first, Team 7th, and at the line is Maggie Kauk. And she finishes off the three-point play. 67-27 with 4 and change to play in the fourth quarter. Dawson runs into a double team. Out to Powell. Jump stop onto the lane line. Bank shot good. Nice little move there by Brooke Powell. 69-27 Broncos. Bounce into Ediger. Can't finish over Oakes. Put back try by Kale, misses. And Callan with the rebound. 3.5 to play. Here's Callan on the right wing. Defender took a chance, gives Callan a run at the lane, and she scores. First hoop of the career for Coral Callan. 71-27 with 3 minutes to play. All right, now we just need to get Dawson and Freegon on that scoring sheet. 9 scorers tonight for Spring Hill. All 5 starters and their 3 main players off of the bench. That's Ava Kale coming away with another bucket, gives her 9 points tonight. And Clay Freegon takes a timeout to bring in another couple of subs. So that'll be it for Powell and Oakes tonight. Lorelei Harris, number 32, a 5'9 junior, and Abby Skoma, number 42, a 5'6 junior, have checked in. So now they too are going to be looking for their first varsity baskets. Paola, meanwhile, with 6 players still on the floor. So Kauk will exit. Smith and Pratt join Phillips, Kale, and Pitzer. This is Tessa Dawson bringing it up for Spring Hill. Broncos on top 71-29. Coral Callan, last time down, got her first bucket of the year. Deflected out to Freegon. Skoma inside to Harris, and just out of reach, stolen away by Pratt for Paola. 2:20 left to play. Good hands by Skoma, deflects it out. A steal for Dawson. Out of bounds. And they're going to say Spring Hill basketball. Chloe Gherkin checks in for Paola. A minute 40 and counting. And that's 6 on the floor right now. So now KO will check out. Dawson inbounds to Skoma. And out of bounds, last touched by Harris. So Paola basketball with a minute 20 and counting to play in this ball game. Spring Hill set the tone early, an 11-0 run to start this game for the Broncos. And they have just continued to build and build on that lead. It has not been close at any point tonight. Right from the opening throw-in of this ball game, it's been all Broncos. Foul committed by Elena Freegon. Well, that will put Anna Phillips at the line while the clock continues to run. 1-1, the first on the way, and no good from Phillips. Coral Callan tracks down the rebound, and now she's fouled. Foul on Phillips, her first, team's fourth, and with 20 seconds to go, Spring Hill may get one last attempt for one of these girls. All but Callan looking for their first varsity baskets. Callan, of course, got hers earlier in this ball game. It's Freegon for 3. And that will end the ball game. So all Broncos tonight, Spring Hill, a 71-29 victory. They set a season high for points scored and a season best defensive effort, only giving up 29 points tonight. What a night for the Broncos. We'll wrap this one up for you on the Shoemaker Collision and Paint Center girls post-game show, and then get you set for the second game of our doubleheader as the boys open up their Frontier League schedule tonight against Paola. 71-29 the final. All Broncos tonight.
A great collision on the field? Awesome. An awesome collision on the road? Not so great. If that bad play does come your way, take your car to Shoemaker Collision and Paint Center. As Kansas City's premier auto collision repair center, they work on all makes and models, even RV, marine, aviation, motorcycles, and more. Shoemaker Collision offers free estimates and loaners, plus they will work with all insurance companies. Get your ride back in the game. Learn more at shoemakercollision.com or call 913-592-0095.
Strode Orthodontics is creating beautiful, healthy smiles. Dr. Claire Strode and her staff have decades of combined experience, offering clear and metal Damon Smile braces and Invisalign clear aligners for teens and adults. Dr. Strode tailors your treatment to meet your specific needs with 3 convenient locations in Olathe, Overland Park, and Spring Hill. Strode Orthodontics is ready to give you the beautiful smile you've always wanted. Call for your free no-obligation consultation, 913-491-3400, or visit StrodeOrtho.com.
When it comes to protecting your family, home, and business, look to a local, community-minded agent. In Spring Hill, that's Allstate agent Libby Clark. With more than 15 years of industry experience, Libby and her team are committed to providing a customized family protection plan that fits your needs. A full-service agency, Libby Clark offers a broad range of insurance and financial services, building relationships with a focus on helping their neighbors. That's the Libby Clark Agency. Visit them on the southeast corner of 223rd and Harrison in Spring Hill. When it comes to helping people with their finances, a cookie-cutter approach doesn't work. That's why you need Kim Thompson at Prudential Financial in Spring Hill. Kim knows that everyone's different. She'll listen to you and discuss your hopes and dreams, allowing you to focus on what's important. At Kim Thompson Financial, they focus on protecting your family, saving for retirement, living in retirement, financial strategy, saving for education, and your small business. To learn more, visit Kim Thompson Prudential Financial at the corner of Victory and Webster in Spring Hill, or call 913-592-5573.
Welcome into the Shoemaker Collision and Paint Center girls post-game show tonight, brought to you by Shoemaker Collision and Paint Center, Kansas City's premier auto collision repair center, where they work with all insurance companies to get you back on the road in no time. To learn more, visit them online at shoemakercollision.com or call 913-592-0095. The Broncos win this one running away 71-29. It's a season high by 12 points on the offensive side, a season best by 21 points on the defensive side tonight for the Broncos. They dish out a season high 19 assists as a team, knock down a season high 8 3-pointers, and they win the rebounding margin by 20 tonight, 29-9. Spring Hill out rebounds Paola, and they win this one in blowout fashion, 71-29 the final. Big numbers across the board offensively tonight for the Broncos. Milroy, 6 points, a career high, tying 6 assists and 5 rebounds. A little bit of everything from Kate Milroy. Julia Hess, a career high 8 points tonight. She knocked down a pair of 3-pointers off for the bench. Big night from Hess. She gets the great job of the game tonight. If you're looking for a great job, then check out Seats Incorporated in Spring Hill. Seats is a leader in the manufacturing of quality seating and accessories for vehicles with competitive wages and benefits. To see great job opportunities or to apply, go to SeatsInc.com. Emily Dowd, 2 points and a couple of helpers, 4 points and a couple of assists tonight. Coral Callan with her first 2 points and 2 rebounds of her career. Allie Frank, a third double-double in 4 games, 10th career double-double, 22 points and 12 rebounds tonight for Frank. Jenna Weber, solid night, 8 points, 6 rebounds, and ties her career high with 4 assists. Meredith Todd, 9 points tonight, knocked down 3 more threes. She's made 9 triples in the last 3 games, had 5 assists to go along with it in this ballgame tonight. That's a career best for Todd. And 3 rebounds. Brooke Powell, 6 points, and Kaylee Oakes as well ties her career high with 6 points off at the bench for Spring Hill. Paola, led by Ava Kale, the sophomore, had 9 points tonight. Kate Ediger finishes the ball game with 8 points. Maddie Kauk with 5, Dakaya Yates with 5 as well, and Morgan Clark with 2, as it was a rough night for Paola here on the road in Spring Hill. 71-29 your final. The Broncos improved to 2-2 and 1-0 in the Frontier League, while the Paola Panthers dropped to 2-2, and they start their Frontier League slate 0-1. Coming up on Friday night, Spring Hill back in action for more Frontier League play. They'll host Baldwin here at Spring Hill High School at 6 o'clock on Friday night. Paola, they will continue their Frontier League slate with a home game coming up Friday against Ottawa. That's going to wrap it up on the girls' side of things. We'll be right back to get you set for the boys' game tonight. That's coming up right after this. You've been watching Spring Hill High School girls basketball, and a blowout win for Spring Hill tonight, 71-29. We'll switch gears for the boys' game next on Spring Hill Sports Live.
Elliott Group is a proud supporter of Spring Hill and USD 230. At Elliott Group, we work, live, and shop in your local communities. Serving Miami and Johnson counties for more than 45 years, Elliott Group understands your needs. As an independent insurance agency, Elliott Group works with numerous carriers to find the coverage that best fits your needs. In Spring Hill, call 913-592-5552 or visit ElliottInsuranceGroup.com.
Prime Accounting Solutions in Spring Hill is here to help you and your business grow. From accounting services to tax planning, Prime Accounting is here to help you meet your goals and achieve your dreams. The accountants at Prime Accounting Solutions stay up to date on the latest news and information, ensuring the best options, services, and returns for you. Give Prime Accounting Solutions a call at 913-592-2050. Visit them at 408 North Webster in Spring Hill or go online to primeaccounting.net. Pinky Plumbing in Spring Hill is a proud supporter of Bronco Athletics. Keeping your plumbing system in good shape can do wonders for your property's value and lifespan. Get exceptional plumbing services when you hire the plumbing specialist at Pinky Plumbing. At Pinky Plumbing, they take pride in their work and guarantee the best plumbing services in the shortest time possible at the most reasonable price. To learn more, give them a call at 913-568-8201 or visit pinkyplumbing.com. Go Broncos! Weitzel Optometry Vision Source has been the leader in optometry services and vision care in Spring Hill for more than 20 years. Weitzel Optometry offers comprehensive eye care, as well as the latest, most popular lenses and frames for Spring Hill and the surrounding communities. Experience modern eye care with advanced diagnostic technology and vision correction products. And with the experience of Doctors Weitzel and Bloodgood, you're sure to see the results you're looking for. To schedule your appointment, call Weitzel Optometry Vision Source at 913-592-2020.
Welcome into the Comfort Designs pregame show as we get you set now for the boys' game tonight. Brought to you by your locally owned and operated Comfort Designs Heating and Air Conditioning. They've been there for more than 20 years, and they are Spring Hill's Heating and Air Conditioning Company. Learn more at comfortdesigns.net or call 913-592-4453. Tonight's matchup, Spring Hill at 1-2, and the Paola Panthers off to their best start in quite some time. Going back at least the last 15 years, we have not seen a 4-0 start from Paola, and it's got them all the way up to number 2 in the latest Kansas Basketball Coaches Association polls in Class 4A. What a start it has been for Dave Cash and his Paola Panthers. A look at the matchup brought to you by Spring Hill Fitness, your local community gym. Spring Hill Fitness is dedicated to making a friendly, clean, judgment-free environment, open 24/7. Check them out on Facebook or call 913-686-2027. Coming off of a 53-28 win over Frontenac last Friday for the Panthers, where they allowed a season-low 28 points. Third time in 4 games this year they've held their opponent under 35. Second time they've held them under 30. And this perfect 4-0 start has been buoyed by their two big guys, Trey Moala and Bo Robinson. Big in terms of size, 6'5" and 6'4", but they both have guard-like skills. We can see them on the perimeter, see them inside. They both do a lot for this team, and they average a combined 33, almost 34 points per night. 17.5 from Moala and 16.5 from Robinson this year. They are two big-time scorers that the Broncos will certainly have their hands full with tonight. Spring Hill, they're hoping to wash the taste of a bad one out of their mouth from Monday night. They lost 79-38 to Shawnee Mission South. No other way to say it other than a rough night for the Broncos. They trailed 16-0 to start that game. Didn't make their first field goal until the 4:35 mark of the second quarter. They had a season-high 11 turnovers, and they were a minus 22 in the rebounding margin. The good news, though, is it is a very quick turnaround here to Wednesday night, so they didn't have to sit on that one for long, and they get a chance to come out here and right all the wrongs that went against them in that ball game. But they know they're up against a big challenge against the number 2 ranked team in the 4A polls, the Paola Panthers. The Frontier League opener for the Broncos, second Frontier League game of the year for the Panthers. They open up the year with a 62-34 blowout of the Baldwin Bulldogs. We'll take a timeout, come back, get you the keys to the game when we come back at the Comfort Designs pregame show for Bronco basketball on Spring Hill Sports Live.
Your trusted Farmers Insurance agent is Anthony Sidoti. Experienced, local, and veteran-owned. Licensed in both Kansas and Missouri, Anthony will customize the right plan for you. His straightforward and personalized approach will help you better understand your coverage options. Stop on by at 159th and Merlin, right up the street in South Olathe, or call 913-270-5400. The Anthony Sidoti Agency. Farmers Insurance, proudly serving Spring Hill and cheering on the Broncos.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Spring Hill's hometown shop is J&T Auto Service. As a full-service repair shop, J&T Auto Service works on all makes and models. Diesels, Europeans, they do it all. From combines to Corvettes. Visit J&T Auto Service for oil changes, tires, brakes, alignments, electrical diagnostics, and so much more. Small town, friendly service with high-tech tools and training. Schedule your service at J&T Auto Service. Call 913-592-6424. You can also visit jtautoinc.com.
Shop local and save at Price Chopper, your hometown grocery store in Spring Hill. Come see the improvements and upgrades throughout the store. As always, Price Chopper is the place for hand-cut steaks from the meat department, the freshest fruits and vegetables from the produce aisle, and unbeatable flavors from the bakery. From apples to aspirin, Cool Whip to cool crisp lettuce. Price Chopper is now happy to offer curbside pickup. Locally owned and operated and under new management. Price Chopper in Spring Hill. Open daily, 6 a.m. to 10 p.m.
Welcome back into the Comfort Designs pregame show. We'll get you a quick look at our keys to the game, brought to you by Crown Realty. They'll help you get the keys to your dream home. If you check out all their listings at crownrealty.com, maybe you're in the market to sell your home, and remember the key is a great agent, and that's what you'll find at Crown Realty in Spring Hill. Call 913-592-2222 as we take a look at those keys for the Broncos. Forget Monday. I think that's you got to start it right there. Get some good vibes early in this game. Just forget about Monday's game. Strike it up as an anomaly. You're going to play better tonight. You just got to believe that. And second, rebound. The Broncos have been out-rebounded by 34 over the last two games, 57-23, the rebounding edge for their opponents. Tonight, Paola, they're a good rebounding team. Broncos have to be ready to rebound the basketball tonight and then keep Robinson or Moala in check. I don't think you can have them both go off. If one of them has a great game, so be it. I don't think the Broncos can survive both of them having that 18, 20-point night. If they can keep one of them in check, I think that'll go a long way. And to me, Robinson's been the guy. It's been the biggest key in the improvement from Paola. Moala was good last year as well. Robinson has taken a big jump this year. Last year in the two games against Spring Hill, he had 2 points in one of them, 5 points in the other. He's coming off tonight a season-high 18 points last Friday against Frontenac and averaging 16.5 per game. It's a 7-win team from a year ago that's now ranked number 2 in the 4A polls, and I think Robinson may be the biggest key to that. So we'll see if the Broncos keep Robinson or Moala. Perhaps just need one of those guys to be held in check tonight. Those are your keys to the game. We'll come back and get the starters in the opening tip of this one. You've been watching the Comfort Designs pregame show for Bronco basketball on Spring Hill Sports Live.
Are you looking for a trusted heating or air conditioning contractor in the Spring Hill area? Look no further than Comfort Designs. Comfort Designs Heating and Air Conditioning has 100% NATE certified technicians who are friendly, knowledgeable, and ready to help. They'll care for your home and complete the job with speed and precision. Locally owned and operated for more than 20 years. Comfort Designs, Spring Hill's heating and air conditioning company. See all they have to offer at comfortdesigns.net or schedule your appointment at 913-592-4453.
Strode Orthodontics is creating beautiful, healthy smiles. Dr. Claire Strode and her staff have decades of combined experience, offering clear and metal Damon smile braces and Invisalign clear aligners for teens and adults. Dr. Strode tailors your treatment to meet your specific needs with 3 convenient locations in Olathe, Overland Park, and Spring Hill. Strode Orthodontics is ready to give you the beautiful smile you've always wanted. Call for your free no-obligation consultation, 913-491-3400, or visit StrodeOrtho.com.
Welcome in live to Spring Hill High School tonight, game 2 of our doubleheader. And this one, we hope, is maybe a little more competitive than the first. Well, if you're a Spring Hill fan, you'll certainly take another blowout victory in this one, but I would not hold my breath for a blowout if you're Spring Hill. This is a good Paola team in town tonight, number 2 ranked team in the 4A polls, 4-0 to start the year. Spring Hill at 1-2, trying to bounce back after back-to-back losses. Starting lineups brought to you by Perfect Details Salon, where they're devoted to making clients flawless from head to toe. Broncos find them at 516 North Webster and Spring Hill. Make an appointment online at salonperfectdetails.com or give them a call to set up an appointment at 913-592-5022. For the Paola Panthers, or rather of the Broncos tonight, starting lineup this evening is Cooper Jones, 6'1 senior, their leading scorer, 13 points per night this year. Evan Letillier, 6'2 senior, leading rebounder on the year, pulling down 5 boards per night. Ryan Weber, a 6'2 senior, second of the team in scoring, third in rebounding, and second in assists. So kind of a do-it-all guy for the Broncos. Had 20 points and 13 rebounds along with 10 assists in the 2 games against Paola last year. So he did a nice job in this matchup with the Panthers. Luke Metcalf, a 6'2 sophomore, third leading scorer on the team at 6.5 per night, and Cody Powell, a 6' senior, rounds out the starting lineup for the Broncos. And here's Trey Moala with the basketball for the Panthers. He's joined by Bo Robinson. Those are the top 2 scorers. Moala, 18 points tonight. Robinson, 16.5. Moala here, 25. Robinson down on the block right now at number 14. That's a 3-pointer on the way by Logan Newkirk that clings off the rim and out of bounds to the backside. And along with those 3 guys, the other 2 starters, Brock Pitzer and Garrett Williams. This ball game underway, brought to you by Spring Hill Recreation Commission, offering a wide range of activities for kids and adults. To see everything they offer, visit them online at springhillrec.org or call 913-592-2214. Broncos' first offensive possession of the night. They get a great look from Cooper Jones that misses right iron. Moala the rebound. Last year, 13 points in both games against the Broncos, 4 rebounds and 5 rebounds in the 2 games respectively. So they did a decent job really on Moala last year. Robinson unable to hit the putback, and now Letillier on the run out. Bounce to Jones, floats it up over the defender Williams, but Moala clears the miss. Moala with a hand to Newkirk, and that pass looking for Williams. Thrown out of bounds and turned over to Spring Hill. No score, a minute into this opening quarter. Well, the Broncos were down 16-0 before they could blink their eyes on Monday against Shawnee Mission South. So already at least a couple of defensive stops to start this game. You'd love to see a shot go down for them early on and not go through that long drought. We saw them go all the way till the middle of the second quarter before they made a shot from the field. Powell gets a good look there. That ball goes up off the basket support, so out of bounds to Paola. Both teams still looking to get that first basket to go here tonight. Moala, the 6'5 junior, first team All-Frontier League last year, hands off to Newkirk. Pitzer comes out high to set that screen. Here's Robinson, gives it up to Williams. Bouncing into the corner for Newkirk. Had all day to make that 3. He does make the shot. Are they going to count the shot, though? Officials are going to talk this one over. There's a foul against Paola underneath the basket. I think they're going to count the basket and then call the foul as a loose ball foul, and they will count the basket. So the foul goes on Bo Robinson as he was trying to make some space underneath. The three will count, though, from Logan Newkirk. So he puts Paola on the board first with 6:06 left in this opening quarter. The foul on Robinson, his first, team's first. Two close games these two teams played a year ago. Spring Hill won both matchups. They won by 5 in Paola and then won by 8 here at home last season. This is Lechillier from the corner. Can't get the answer, and Moala cleans up another one-and-done trip for Spring Hill. Weber tried to draw the charge and does. Offensive foul on Garrett Williams. And the meeting here in Spring Hill last year, the final ended up an 8-point Spring Hill win. The Broncos really controlled that game more so than the final score would say. They led by 17 at one point in the third quarter, thanks to a couple of big runs in the second and third quarter. They had 12-0 and 10-0 runs in the middle quarters. But then Paola, 18 fourth quarter points. They made it much tighter by games in. That foul on Brock Pitzer, his first and the team's third foul already in the opening 2.5 minutes. The Broncos were able to pull that one out at home, and then the game in Paola had 4 ties, 13 lead changes. It was a game of runs. This is a turnover forced by Pitzer, but unable to finish on the layup. Metcalf, the rebound for Spring Hill. Still just a 3-0 ball game. Weber on the drive into Moala. Can't get the up and under to go, and Newkirk brings it back the other way for Paola. First 2 games of the year, that could have been a travel called on Newkirk. First 2 games of the year, the Broncos got off to great starts in the first quarter. That, of course, ended on Monday night, and here another slow start offensively. Luckily, the defense has been up to task, though, early on in this game. So despite the 0 on the board, the Broncos 3 minutes into this game, they've given up just 3 as well. Reese Clowder checks in for the Broncos. He'll replace Luke Metcalf, and for Paola, they go to their bench for the first time. Carson Bain checks in, a 6-foot junior, number 32. This is Moala. Pull up off the dribble, knocks down that long 2-pointer. Now he can definitely score the basketball, does it in a multitude of ways. And right there, showing off a little mid-range pull-up game. Weber into the corner to Jones. Back up top to Weber. He'll fire for 3, and Spring Hill on the board on that 3-pointer by Ryan Weber. Well, the Broncos make it a 5-3 ball game, and hopefully they'll get rolling offensively with that one from Weber. Ryan was the only one who could score early on in the game against Shawnee Mission South on Monday, but most of that was at the free throw line. He ended up leading the team 11 points Monday night in that loss. Went a perfect 8 of 8 at the line. Moala doubled. Kicks out to Pitzer, now back up top to Williams. Moala will come back out near midcourt and set the offense again. Moala, little head fake into the cutting Bain. He shuffled the feet, that's a travel. Metcalf back on for Powell, and Paola back to their bench. Caden Ramey checks in for the first time, replacing Pitzer. 3:40 left in this opening quarter and a 5-3 Paola lead. Both teams have hit a 3. The difference in the ball game right now, that 15-foot pull-up by Trey Moala. This is Clowder. He likes to slash, and he gets into there, but unable to finish. Moala back the other way for Paola. Ooh, he traveled as well, looked like. The official shakes his head, says no, but... And then a little pump fake, up and under, move by Moala. 7-3 Paola. Wes Book saw the same thing I did. He was wondering why the travel wasn't called earlier on that possession. Here's Jones on the drive for Spring Hill. Pulls up from 8. Can't get it. Tip try by Weber. Ryan got it back again. And then it's thrown out of bounds. John Mitchell checks in for the Broncos for the first time. 5'11 senior. Mitchell in for Jones with 2:50 left in this quarter and a 7-3 Paola lead. Back for Paola comes Logan Newkirk. Back down that first three to start this game for Paola. He replaces Garrett Williams. Moala's got 4 of the 7. He gives it up out to Bame on the right wing. Letillier checking Ramey. Back out to Newkirk. Good closeout by Mitchell. Feeds back to Ramey. And Caden Ramey, a little patient look inside. And he comes up with the deuce to make it 9-3. Good strong hands there by Metcalf. Pulls up mid-range, and Moala with another backside rebound. And he is making sure Spring Hill doesn't have any second chance opportunities. Offensive foul. Almost could have had 2 offensive fouls there. Ramey did a good job stepping around Metcalf, but he couldn't avoid Mitchell as well. So that is his first, team's 4th, and takes away a bucket for Paola. Stays a 6-point game with 2 minutes left in the first quarter. Metcalf lines it up from the right point. Clowder in the corner. Offensive rebound for the Broncos, and a reset now. Clowder looking to go to work off of Bame. Drives in, leaves it to Mitchell in the short corner. Metcalf back at the top of the point with 1:40 left in the quarter. Orion Weber 3, the lone point so far for the Broncos. Here goes Weber again, splits through the defenders and lays it in uncontested. Robinson, baseline drive. Letillier draws the charge. That's 2 on Bo Robinson. So we talked about keeping one or the other, Robinson or Moala. Try to keep one of them in check tonight. Moala's off to a good start with 4 points, 5 rebounds, but now Bo Robinson will head to the bench with a second foul. No points, just 1 rebound so far for Robinson and 2 first-quarter fouls. So that is certainly helping the cause for Spring Hill. The Broncos need to get the offense going now, and it's been Ryan Weber tonight who's done it all. Little head fake to the corner, and it just parted. Gave him a wide open look, second straight wide open layup for Weber, who's got all 7 for the Broncos, and Spring Hill back within 2. Ramey into the corner to Newkirk. Moala pulls up for a deep 3. Rims out John Mitchell, the rebound for Spring Hill. The Broncos a chance to tie it up or perhaps even take a lead. Clowder, baseline drive, flips it back up top. Extra pass to Metcalf for the lead. No. Tip back up, no good either, and then Moala clears. Final half minute of the quarter, a 2-point Paola lead. Number 2 ranked team in the latest 4A polls from the KBCA that came out on Tuesday. Bame, a foul on the floor, so wave off the basket. That's the first foul called against Spring Hill in this game. And it is called on Luke Metcalf, his first. Cooper Jones and Cody Powell both check back in for Spring Hill. Letillier and Weber will take a seat. So Weber, who's got all 7 of their points, heads to the bench for this final 20 seconds. Spring Hill looking for a stop. Newkirk lobs it into Ramey. Moala's been their guy. He's got it now on the right wing. A screen from Ramey. Powell does a good job fighting through it. Now Moala posting on Powell on the block. Little fadeaway on the baseline off the heel, and Cooper Jones clears it for Spring Hill. 2 seconds left. Jones got to get it up, makes the pass to Mitchell, and he did not get the shot up in time. That'll end the first quarter, 9-7. Paola by 2 through 1 here on Spring Hill Sports Live, presented by Strode Orthodontics.
Strode Orthodontics is creating beautiful, healthy smiles. Dr. Claire Strode and her staff have decades of combined experience, offering clear and metal Damon smile braces and Invisalign clear aligners for teens and adults. Dr. Strode tailors your treatment to meet your specific needs with 3 convenient locations in Olathe, Overland Park, and Spring Hill. Strode Orthodontics is ready to give you the beautiful smile you've always wanted. Call for your free no-obligation consultation, 913-491-3400, or visit Strode StreetOrtho.com.
The industry's most advanced equipment and training, state-of-the-art diagnostic tools, and the small-town friendly service you expect. That's J&T Auto Service in Spring Hill. Eliminate the veil of uncertainty with J&T Auto's digital diagnostic process. This unique service ensures transparency, clear communication, and documentation, allowing for a quick and complete repair. To learn more or to schedule an appointment, call 913-592-6424. You can also visit jtautoinc.com.
9-7 ball game as we go to the second quarter tonight. Paola up by 2, a little lower scoring probably than the Panthers were hoping for tonight. Spring Hill okay with it though. Down by just 2. Took them a while, almost 4 minutes to score tonight for Spring Hill. Getting a slow start, but thankfully the defense up to task tonight, and it kept them in this ball game. And now the Broncos have scored the last 4 points to close out the first quarter. They've got the ball to start the second quarter. Cooper Jones slashes in, can't finish the layup though. And it's cleared by Carson Bain for Paola. Moala leads him up the floor. He's got 4 points, 6 rebounds already tonight for Paola. Bo Robinson starts the second quarter on the bench. 2 first quarter fouls for their second leading scorer, Robinson. Williams bounced into Moala, got that one deep, but missed it. Jones the rebound. Normally Moala's money when he gets the ball that deep. Jones bounced past to Mitchell, but the reverse layup won't go. Moala may have got a fingertip on that one, couldn't quite tell, but either way, that's back. Yep, that's over and back. That'll send it back to Spring Hill on the 5th turnover by Paola. Ryan Weber, Evan Letillier check back in for Spring Hill. Weber has all 7 points for the Broncos tonight. Hit a 3 to get their first points midway through that quarter, and then a couple of layups on back-to-back possessions in the latter part of that first quarter. So the Broncos down by 2. Weber bounce to Letillier, back out to Weber. Again, he'll drive. This time runs into a double team. Up top to Jones. Deep 3 for the lead. You betcha. Cooper Jones, the best three-point shooter on the team. That's his 9th make from downtown, and it gives the Broncos a 1-point lead. Spring Hill on top for the first time this evening. Well, they have kept Paola now scoreless for almost 4 minutes. Hand check called on Cody Powell out on the perimeter. His first, team second. 2:26 mark. The last time that Paola scored a basket in this game. They were up 9-3 at the time, but 7 straight from Spring Hill, and the Broncos now lead it 10-9. Well, this is Moala at the point. Outside Williams. This is Aiden Morris, who's in for the first time now for Paola. And checked by Jones, and Jones got a little too aggressive with him. And that'll be Cooper's first foul, the 3rd team foul, with 6:19 remaining in the half. Paola 1-0 to start this Frontier League schedule this year. They beat Baldwin on opening night. Spring Hill, this is their Frontier League opener. 6 straight wins for Spring Hill over Paola. Last win for the Panthers back on December 15th of 17, so almost 3 years ago to the day. Spring Hill 6 straight in the win column, but this certainly during this current stretch, the best Paola team they have faced during this current win streak. Bounce pass into Moala, and that's what he normally does when he gets in that tight. A two-handed flush by Trey Moala, and a foul called on Spring Hill as well. So Ryan Weber commits his first foul and gives Trey Moala a 3-point opportunity. Bo Robinson back in now. He's got 2 fouls. So let's see if Spring Hill can perhaps tag a 3rd onto Robinson and really put him in a pickle the rest of the way. Free throw misses by Moala. Weber the rebound, and Spring Hill now trails by 1. Weber's been a part of all 10 for the Broncos. He scored 7 and assisted the other basket. Jones pulls up on the right elbow. Garrett Williams on the rebound, and Paola's got it up 1. Here's Robinson. He's been called for a charge and picked up a defensive foul as well. Moala hands it off to his running mate in this high-powered Paola offense. It's putting up 52 points per game, but those two are doing the majority of it. Of the 52 per night that the Panthers score, 34 of the 52 come from those two guys. Here's Robinson in the corner. 3 off the mark. And off the hand, it looked like of Letillier, so it'll stay with Paola. So Robinson certainly not in the rhythm that he'd normally be in at this point in a ball game, midway through the second quarter. And he has played very little tonight because of the foul trouble. Sometimes that could throw a shooter off, and his first real look of the night a little long, and a timeout taken here by Paola with 4:51 left to play in this first half. The Panthers take the timeout. If you'd like to help be a part of the broadcast, you can do so by going to springhillsportslive.com/donate and help keep the Broncos coming here on Spring Hill Sports Live. Big thank you to all of our sponsors who help make these broadcasts possible and help us provide the coverage free of charge to all the fans. And we appreciate everybody tuning in to watch Bronco sports here on Spring Hill Sports Live. Big thanks to the coaches and administrators as well who help us make these broadcasts possible. Check out Spring Hill Sports Live on YouTube as well. And subscribe to the YouTube channel. You'll never miss out on any of the broadcasts. 4:51 left here in the first half. An 11-10 Paola lead. Williams around to Robinson. And he's got the 2 fouls. Ryan Weber on the defensive assignment there. Weber has a knack for drawing charges. He's already done it once against Robinson tonight. Williams from the corner. Cooper Jones the rebound. Broncos chance to take the lead back. It's Weber on the drive. Scoop won't go. Ramey with the rebound. Moala on the bench right now for Paola, so that means Robinson's their guy they want. Spring Hill matched up across the board, and on the baseline drive, Morris able to get inside and score it. 2-point, make that 3-point Paola lead. Weber, the defender fell down as Ramey. He's trying to find his man again. Now Letillier gets to the baseline. And scoop shot won't go. Offensive board, Powell out to Jones. Great look for Cooper, and he knocks it down. Second triple for Cooper Jones. And we're tied up at 13 all here in this first half with 3:21 to play until halftime. Ramey's pass stolen by Jones. Breakaway for Cooper Jones and a two-handed throwdown. Jones elevates to put the Broncos back in front, 15-13. Going baseline, off the glass, layup missed. Robinson's follow, dunk attempt missed, and Metcalf pulls down the rebound. Good job putting that ball on the floor by Metcalf to avoid a turnover. Letillier fires for three, knocks another one down for Spring Hill. First basket for Letillier, and the Broncos go up 18-13 with 2.5 left in the first half. Timeout, Paola. An 11-4 advantage here in the second quarter for the Spring Hill Broncos, and they have taken a 5-point lead after trailing by as many as 6 in the first quarter. The Broncos in front by 5 now with just 2.5 left to play in this first half. Great turnaround for Westbrook and his guys. And certainly the bad taste of Monday night's game is gone now. They have found their rhythm in this ball game. Cooper Jones knocked down a couple of threes and then really got the guys fired up with that steal and two-handed flush. Evan Letillier followed that up with a 3, and the current 8-0 run by the Broncos has them on top by 5. Trey Moala has checked back in for Paola. He joins Robinson, Williams, Newkirk, and Bain. The Broncos break the timeout with Clowder, Jones, Metcalf, Letillier, and Weber. And with Moala on the bench, the Broncos took advantage to take the lead. Now Moala back in there. He's working in that mid-post against Weber. They go into Moala, and it's ripped away from him by Cooper Jones. A wise decision not to force it. Now Clowder spinning into the paint. Left-handed floater won't go. And Robinson clears for Paola. 2 minutes left in the half. 5-point Bronco lead. Robinson goes baseline, stops and kicks it back out. Williams, top of the key, 3 off the heel. Jones the rebound. Well, on that drive by Robinson, you have to think as Clowder gets that long bounce pass from Jones but can't spin it in. On that last play down there by Robinson, if he didn't have any fouls, I think he elevates and goes right up aggressive to the basket and probably scores and perhaps gets an and-one opportunity. Same thing right there, a little hesitation because he's got those 2 fouls. He pulls up, Clowder the rebound, and Spring Hill, I think they've got Robinson playing a little tentatively right now, understandably so with the 2 fouls. You know that Dave Cash told him when he put him back in here in this quarter, hey, we need you, but you got to be clean. We can't have you pick up a third. And so far, Robinson has done that, avoided picking up a third, but he's also scoreless in this ball game as Spring Hill leads it by 5. Jones, floater won't go. Backside rebound by Bain. And Paola's got it back down 5 with a minute left in the half. Bounce into Bain. Trying to get it to Moala then, and it's poked away by Weber. 3-on-2 Broncos. Letillier keeps it himself all the way to the bucket and lays it in. Taking the turnover, turning it into points, and turning it into a 7-point Bronco lead with 35 seconds left to play in the half. A 10-0 Spring Hill run after they trailed 13-10 midway through this second quarter. Robinson needs some help. Good defense by Metcalf. Skip pass across to Bain. Down to 20 seconds left. And Moala will pull it back near midcourt. 6 points, 6 rebounds in this half for Moala. He'll try to create off the bounce. Weber draws the assignment. High screen. Moala unable to do anything with it. Out to Robinson. 3 won't go. Rebound to Weber. 1 second left. Throws it up from half court. And we've reached halftime. A 10-0 run to close out the first half by Spring Hill. And the Broncos with a 7-point lead over the number 2 ranked Paola Panthers at the half. Coming up, the Michael Graham Farm Bureau Financial Services halftime show. Broncos by 7 at the break. This is Bronco basketball presented by Strode Orthodontics.
For over 80 years, Farm Bureau Financial Services agents have built relationships with you, one conversation at a time. And we're as committed as ever to providing you with that level of service. As part of your community, we're here for you, answering insurance questions and helping make sure your financial goals are on track.
Contact Farm Bureau Financial Agent Michael Grand anytime or learn more at michaelgrand.com.
Farm Bureau Financial Services. It's your future. Let's protect it.
Shop local and save at Price Chopper, your hometown grocery store in Spring Hill. Come see the improvements and upgrades throughout the store. As always, Price Chopper is the place for hand-cut steaks from the meat department, the freshest fruits and vegetables from the produce aisle, and unbeatable flavors from the bakery. From apples to aspirin, Cool Whip to cool crisp lettuce. Price Chopper is now happy to offer curbside pickup. Locally owned and operated and under new management. Price Chopper in Spring Hill. Open daily, 6 a.m. to 10 p.m.
Weitzel Optometry Vision Source has been the leader in optometry services and vision care in Spring Hill for more than 20 years. Weitzel Optometry offers comprehensive eye care, as well as the latest, most popular lenses and frames for Spring Hill and the surrounding communities. Experience modern eye care with advanced diagnostic technology and vision correction products. And with the experience of Doctors Weitzel and Bloodgood, you're sure to see the results you're looking for. To schedule your appointment, call Weitzel Optometry Vision Source at 913-592-2020.
A great collision on the field? Awesome. An awesome collision on the road? Not so great. If that bad play does come your way, take your car to Shoemaker Collision and Paint Center. As Kansas City's premier auto collision repair center, they work on all makes and models, even RV, marine, aviation, motorcycles, and more. Shoemaker Collision offers free estimates and loaners, plus they will work with all insurance companies. Get your ride back in the game. Learn more at shoemakercollision.com or call 913-592-0095.
Welcome to the Michael Grant Farm Bureau Financial Services halftime show. 20-13, Spring Hill with the lead on the visiting Paola Panthers, who came in tonight 4-0, ranked number 2 in the 4A polls that were released on Tuesday. And the Broncos weathered an early storm. Paola led 9-3 to start this ball game, but since that point, it's been 17-4 Spring Hill. They closed out the first quarter and started the second quarter on a 7-0 run, and then they close out the second quarter on a 10-0 run to take a 20-13 lead. One tie, 3 lead changes in that first half, and Spring Hill in control at the break, up 20-13. That look back at the first half. Eye on the game brought to you by White Cell Optometry Vision Source. Keep an eye on your child's screen time. If they're experiencing eye strains or headaches, it might be a good time for an exam. Make an appointment with White Cell Optometry Vision Source by calling 913-592-2020, and be sure to ask about the 2020 rule. It's a 20-13 Bronco lead at the half on top of Paola. Spring Hill looking for their 7th straight win over the Panthers, as though the first time during that stretch they faced a number 2 ranked team in the Paola Panthers, who were off to their best start in quite some time at 4-0. But tonight it's been Paola struggling against this Spring Hill defense, as the Panthers held to just 13 first half points, and Spring Hill leads it 20-13 at the break. We'll check the other numbers for you when we come back here on the Michael Graham Farm Bureau Financial Services halftime show.
Strode Orthodontics is creating beautiful, healthy smiles. Dr. Claire Strode and her staff have decades of combined experience, offering clear and metal Damon Smile braces and Invisalign clear aligners for teens and adults. Dr. Strode tailors your treatment to meet your specific needs with 3 convenient locations in Olathe, Overland Park, and Spring Hill. Strode Orthodontics is ready to give you the beautiful smile you've always wanted. Call for your free no-obligation consultation, 913-491-3400, or visit StrodeOrtho.com.
What if grass wasn't just for mowing? What if all the games weren't on TV? What if you saw the grandkids on more than just holidays? What if you got out of the house more often, maybe for good? Cedar Lake Village Senior Living. Life is how you live, not just where. To learn more, call 888-508-2022.
Prime Accounting Solutions in Spring Hill is here to help you and your business grow. From accounting services to tax planning, Prime Accounting is here to help you meet your goals and achieve your dreams. The accountants at Prime Accounting Solutions stay up to date on the latest news and information, ensuring the best options, services, and returns for you. Give Prime Accounting Solutions a call at 913-592-2050. Visit them at 408 North Webster in Spring Hill, or go online to primeaccounting.net.
Hers Incorporated in Spring Hill is your local Bobcat mower dealer. Bobcat mowers combine heavy gauge steel with advanced engineering to give you the best cut every time. Simple controls and design make maintenance and service quick and easy. And when you get your Bobcat at Hers, they can complete all service and repairs covered by your warranty. Bobcat mowers are affordable, giving you a commercial grade machine at a residential price. To learn more,
come and visit us at hersinc.net. Call Hers at
913-247-3530.
Welcome back inside the Michael Grant Farm Bureau Financial Services halftime show. Michael's goal is to help you plan for the unexpected and protect your future. Getting to know you and the things that are most important to you will help him customize the right plans for your needs. So give him a visit at 117 South Main in Spring Hill, or give him a call at 913-592-2336. That's Michael Grant at Farm Bureau Financial Services. It is 20-13 at the break here tonight. Spring Hill with the lead on top of the second-ranked Paola Panthers, who bring a 4-0 record into town tonight, but it is being tested by the 1-2 Broncos, who are looking to snap their little 2-game slide and get back into the win column here in their Frontier League opener. And a great first half has them on that path to do so. 20-13 our score here. Ryan Weber, 7 points in the first half to go along with 4 rebounds and 2 assists. He had the first 7 of the game for the Broncos, and then he kind of handed the baton off to Cooper Jones, who had 8 of the next 13 for the Broncos. 8 points in the first half by Jones leads the way in the scoring column. He's got 4 rebounds and an assist as well. Evan Letillier added 5 points as well. And that rounds out those 3 guys did all the scoring in that first half for Spring Hill. For Paola, Trey Mawala's got 6 points to go along with a game-high 6 rebounds. And after Mawala, 3 from Logan Newkirk, 2 from Aiden Morris, and 2 from Caden Ramey. But the one you're not hearing there is Bo Robinson, who comes in averaging 16.5 points per game, coming off a season-high 18 on Friday night this past week in their last game against Frontenac. And they shut out Robinson in the first half. He had 2 first-quarter fouls that certainly hurt his production. But then even in that second quarter when he came back in, the Broncos had him out of rhythm, had him a little tentative because of those fouls, and a good job limiting him to just 3 rebounds and no points in the first half. Mawala 6 and 6, leading the way for Paola. 20-13 at the break. Spring Hill on top of Paola. Back to start the second half right after this on Spring Hill Sports Live.
When it comes to protecting your family, home, and business, look to a local, community-minded agent. In Spring Hill, that's Allstate agent Libby Clark. With more than 15 years of industry experience, Libby and her team are committed to providing a customized family protection plan that fits your needs. A full-service agency, Libby Clark offers a broad range of insurance and financial services, building relationships with a focus on helping their neighbors. That's the Libby Clark Agency. Visit them on the southeast corner of 223rd and Harrison in Spring Hill.
Are you looking for experienced and knowledgeable electrical contractors? Scott Electric is your right choice. We have been providing high-quality electrical repair, remodeling, and troubleshooting services at affordable prices since 1972. Expect the highest attention to detail from start to finish. We are a licensed and insured electrical company. Our residential electrical services include installation of smoke detectors, hot tubs, and basement finishing. No job is too big or too small for our trained electricians. Call for a free estimate.
When it comes to helping people with their finances, a cookie-cutter approach doesn't work. That's why you need Kim Thompson at Prudential Financial in Spring Hill. Kim knows that everyone's different. She'll listen to you and discuss your hopes and dreams, allowing you to focus on what's important. At Kim Thompson Financial, they focus on protecting your family, saving for retirement, living in retirement, financial strategy, saving for education, and your small business. To learn more, visit Kim Thompson Prudential Financial at the corner of Victory and Webster in Spring Hill, or call 913-592-5573.
Off to the second half we go tonight. A 20-13 Spring Hill lead on top of the number 2 ranked Paola Panthers. It was a 9-3 lead early for Paola, but then Spring Hill over the final 1:30 of the first quarter and then on in throughout the second quarter outscored Paola 17-4 to take control of this game. And it's Paola inside to Mawala on their first possession of the second half, and they get 2 quick ones from Mawala, who had to get an offensive rebound to give him that opportunity, but he did so, and Letillier fouled him. First foul on Evan, and the first team foul of the second half. 3-point opportunity for Trey Mawala. We had just 1 free throw attempted by both teams combined in the first half. It was also Mawala who had that lone free throw attempt in the first half. This one he makes, though. He missed one back in the first half. So a 3-point opening possession by Paola makes it a 4-point game. Weber, mid-range pull-up is pure. And Spring Hill now with 9 points out of Ryan Weber. They get 2 of those 3 right back, and it's 22-16 Broncos. Bo Robinson gives it up out to Garrett Williams. Now back up top, Newkirk. Starting 5 out there for Paola. With Newkirk, Mawala, Williams, Robinson, and Brock Pitzer. Spring Hill has their same starting 5 on the floor as well. Letillier, Weber, Powell, Metcalf, and Jones. Garrett Williams knocks down an open 3. Well, they did make only 1 3 in the first half. And they come out and they get a conventional 3 and an old school 3. on 2 possessions here in the second half. And it's a 22-19 ball game. Spring Hill knocked down 4 triples in that first half. Broncos average about 6.5 made threes per game. Letelier unable to finish on that one. Got a little too deep. And Robinson the rebound for Paola. 3-point game here. We had 1 tie, 3 lead changes through the first half. Williams bounce into Robinson. Bring it out to Pitzer. Up top now, Moala. Long defensive possession here. Broncos got to keep the intensity up. Can't fall asleep here as Robinson drives, floats, misses, and nearly committed a foul there. Good job by Robinson pulling back. He almost had gone through the back of Jones, but he laid off last minute. Now Letelier fires from the corner. Backside rebound for Jones. Cooper lost the dribble. The defender fell down, and it gives Jones a chance to knock down a 3. 11 now from Jones. He leads all scorers in this ball game. And with 5:40 left in the third, he's put the Broncos back up 6. Offensive foul called on Newkirk. Evan Letelier draws the charge. First foul of the half on the Paola Panthers. It's the first on Logan Newkirk with 5:37 to play in the third. Spring Hill on top 25-19. Broncos trailed by 6 early, led by 7 at half. Letelier needs some help, finds Powell. Back out to Letelier. Short on the 3, offensive rebound to Metcalf. Back inside this time now to Letelier. Pass coming up top and stolen. Williams in the front court. Bounce pass into Robinson and a foul on Cooper Jones. That is 3 now on Cooper. So the Broncos' top scorer has 3 fouls. Oh, check that, 2 fouls. All right, I had one marked on the wrong spot, so that's better news. That's only 2 fouls on Cooper Jones. Robinson still scoreless tonight. Averages 16.5 for Paola. A trap, a deflection, and a steal. Long pass up to Letelier, and he's able to finish with a right hand. 27-19, largest lead for the Broncos. After trailing 9-3 early on to these second-ranked Paola Panthers, who come in undefeated 4-0. But they have met their match tonight in Spring Hill. The Broncos force another turnover. Jones already has 1 breakaway dunk, and this time he'll finish it with a little lay-in instead. And it's 29-19, double-digit lead for Spring Hill. 7 straight points by the Broncos. Timeout Paola. 4:11 left to play in the third. Broncos by 10 here on Spring Hill Sports Live, presented by Strode Orthodontics.
Attention to detail from Are you looking for experienced and knowledgeable electrical contractors? Scott Electric is your right choice. We have been providing high-quality electrical repair, remodeling, and troubleshooting services at affordable prices since 1972. Expect the highest attention to detail from start to finish. We are a licensed and insured electrical company. Our residential electrical services include installation of smoke detectors, hot tubs, and basement finishing. No job is too big or too small for our trained electricians. Call for a free estimate.
.411 left to play in the third quarter. Dave Cash takes his third timeout. He used 2 of them back in the second quarter to try to stop what ended up being a 10-0 Spring Hill run to close out the second quarter. And after the Broncos have now scored 7 straight here in the third quarter, he has taken another timeout, and we'll see if his guys are able to respond this time. Spring Hill so far has had every counterpunch to any punch they've received so far, and they have kept Bo Robinson out of the scorebook so far, the second leading scorer by Paola. They've kept Moala in check, 9 points, 7 rebounds, but they've yet to let him really get going with a full head of steam in this ball game. There's a foul on the floor against Spring Hill. It is on Evan Letillier. That is his second. Third team foul with 3:59 left in this third quarter. Moala will inbound. Goes into Robinson. They want to come back into the corner to Williams. Hands it back to Robinson. Moala spins to the right, lays it in, and scores. 29-21 with 3.5 minutes left in the third. Moala with 11. Top scorer tonight for Paola. Jones, who's got it on the left wing right now for the Broncos, has a game-high 13. Weber surveys here with the Broncos up 8, now attacks off the bounce. Kick out to Letillier. And his pass across the court intercepted by Newkirk. And Newkirk fouled by Weber. It was a late whistle. One of those kind of awkward looking plays where Weber didn't really make a whole lot of contact, but Newkirk went up in the air, spun around, came back down, and at that point something had to be called. And the foul is called on Ryan Weber, his second, and the team's fourth. So 2 shots for Logan Newkirk. He hit the 3 on the opening, not the opening possession, but the opening points of the game scored by Paola. The first points of the game came on a 3 by Newkirk. He averages just a little over 1 point per game. He has not scored since. Letillier checks out for the Broncos, and Bitzer comes out for Paola. 1 out of 2 at the line for Newkirk. Matches his season high with 4 points. It's a 29-22 ball game with 3 minutes left in the third. John Mitchell along with Reese Clowder out there for the Broncos now, joining Jones, Weber, and Powell. Deep 3 by Cooper Jones. Clowder with an offensive rebound. Bails out Jones on what was maybe a little bit of a forced shot there. Gives him a second chance. Powell on the baseline. Runs into traffic. Back up top to Jones. Cooper down the middle of the paint. Scoop shot won't go and nearly had it back. Lost it though, but they'll say it stays on this side. So Spring Hill will get a third chance at it, but first a timeout taken by the Broncos. Westbrook takes a timeout. We're back in a moment. Spring Hill up by 7 with 2:31 to go in the third.
When it comes to helping people with their finances, a cookie-cutter approach doesn't work. That's why you need Kim Thompson at Prudential Financial in Spring Hill. Kim knows that everyone's different. She'll listen to you and discuss your hopes and dreams, allowing you to focus on what's important. At Kim Thompson Financial, they focus on protecting your family, saving for retirement, living in retirement, financial strategy, saving for education, and your small business. To learn more, visit Kim Thompson Prudential Financial at the corner of Victory and Webster in Spring Hill, or call 913-592-5573.
2:31 remains in the third quarter. A 29-22 Spring Hill lead. The Broncos on the inbound pass. John Mitchell will put it into play for Spring Hill. Spring Hill led by 7 at the break. They still lead by 7, but now they have turned it over for the 4th time. A 5-second violation. Paola with the ball. Aiden Morris in after the timeout. He'll bring the ball up the floor. Bo Robinson has gone back to the bench. It's been a really tough night for Robinson. Oh, they're going to call a foul here on John Mitchell. So John Mitchell, all 130 of him soaking wet, just apparently trucked over the 200-pound and 180-pounder Caden Ramey. Ramey is stacked. He is a solid young man, and John Mitchell sent him flying with a little bit of acting perhaps. Moala, the floater off the glass, makes good on the opportunity. A 13-point game for Moala. 7 of the 13 have come here in the second half. Luke Metcalf gets a big 3 right back for the Broncos. And just when Paola starts to make a little bit of a move, Spring Hill finds the answer coming from the sophomore guard, Luke Metcalf. His first bucket of the night, but it comes at a big moment. Travel called on Ramey that time. Metcalf, he wanted to no whistle there, no call, because he was taken off the other way with it, but it turns into a dead ball turnover as opposed to the live ball turnover. Broncos see Moala head to the bench for Paola right now, but Bo Robinson has come back on. A 32-24 ball game. Spring Hill with the ball in the lead. Letellier up top. Weber. Three is short. Metcalf able to fight away the basketball from Robinson. Metcalf got the rebound, and now Metcalf knocks down the three. That's only right. The guy that earns the second possession, or the second chance on the offensive rebound, gets a chance to reward the team, and he does. Powell had the rebound for a moment, then it pinballs around in the paint, picked up by Letellier and by Bame. Possession arrow will give it to Spring Hill. A very quick breather for Moala. He comes back in, and Dave Cash also will take another timeout. So with 1:06 left in the third, the Broncos have put the lead back up to double digits, 35-24 Spring Hill here on Spring Hill Sports Live.
For over 80 years, Farm Bureau Financial Services agents have built relationships with you, one conversation at a time. And we're as committed as ever to providing you with that level of service. As part of your community, we're here for you, answering insurance questions and helping make sure your financial goals are on track.
Contact Farm Bureau Financial Agent Michael Grand anytime or learn more at michaelgrand.com.
Farm Bureau Financial Services. It's your future. Let's protect it.
So, what is love? Love is being independent. Love is dancing. At Shriners Hospital for Children, love is a new smile.
At Shriners Hospitals for Children, love is caring for a child regardless of the family's ability to pay. Learn how you can send your love to the rescue at lovetotherescue.org.
A minute left in this third quarter, an 11-point Spring Hill lead on top of the number 2 ranked undefeated Paola Panthers. 6 straight wins for Spring Hill over Paola in this head-to-head series between these two Frontier League rivals. Weber, the defender, called for the blocking foul there as he was trying to D up Trey Moala. It's the third foul on Ryan Weber and 16 fouls called against the Broncos. So a baseline inbound coming up for Paola. First, Cooper Jones checks back in for Spring Hill, replacing Weber. Lob into Moala, and a foul committed by Powell on the catch. So that's 2 on Powell, and that puts him over the limit on the 17th foul. Moala will head to the line for a 1-and-1. 13 points, 7 rebounds tonight for Moala. Top scorer for the Panthers. Nobody else with more than 3 tonight. Good on both. And with 48 seconds to play in this third quarter, the Spring Hill lead 9 points. Metcalf, he's already hit 2 threes in the quarter. Third won't go, but a second chance on the Letellier offensive rebound. Jones tied up. Oh, they're going to call a foul, though, on Moala. So that is the first on Moala, just the second of the half called on Paola. And Garrett Williams returns, replacing Ramey. Nine-point Bronco lead. They led by 7 at the half. Jones, mid-range pull-up after the handoff from Letellier. 15.9 from Cooper Jones. He had a big game against Paola last year the second time they faced, as Moala Gets all the way to the rack on that drive. 37-28. Jones had 21 against the Panthers. Second time they played last year, that 50-42 Spring Hill win here at home. 5 seconds left. Deep three by Jones is short. Robinson secures the rebound and then has his three-quarters court heave. Blocked by Letellier, and he drains a three at the buzzer. Evan Letellier smothered the attempt from three-quarters court by Robinson and then just chucked it up at the buzzer and knocks it down. It's one of those kind of nights here in Spring Hill. 40-28 Broncos as we go to the fourth on Spring Hill Sports Live.
Are you looking for a trusted heating or air conditioning contractor in the Spring Hill area? Look no further than Comfort Designs. Comfort Designs Heating and Air Conditioning has 100% NATE certified technicians who are friendly, knowledgeable, and ready to help. They'll care for your home and complete the job with speed and precision. Locally owned and operated for more than 20 years, Comfort Designs, Spring Hill's heating and air conditioning company. See all they have to offer at comfortdesigns.net or schedule your appointment at 913-592-4453.
Your trusted Farmers Insurance agent is Anthony Sidoti. Experienced, local, and veteran-owned. Licensed in both Kansas and Missouri, Anthony will customize the right plan for you. His straightforward and personalized approach will help you better understand your coverage options. Stop on by at 159th and Merlin, right up the street in South Olathe, or call 913-270-5400. The Anthony Sidoti Agency. Farmers Insurance, proudly serving Spring Hill and cheering on the Broncos.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Start of the fourth quarter in Spring Hill tonight. It's now a 12-point Bronco lead thanks to that three-pointer by Evan Letellier at the buzzer. And Spring Hill has had things rolling for him tonight. That Letellier three goes halfway down and back out. He's matched his career high with 10 points tonight thanks to that buzzer-beating three to close out the third. And now the Broncos are 1 quarter away from pulling off the upset of the number 2 ranked Paola Panthers. Logan Newkirk, who's had a season-high 7-point outing this evening, knocks down that three to make it 40-31. Long way to go still. This game is far from over. That ball got tipped into the backcourt, so that's why there's no backcourt violation. So Spring Hill struggled to get it across, but they do, and now they'll set up the half-court offense, leading by 9. Cooper Jones drives in, kicks out. Metcalf with a shot fake, draws a double team, leaves Jones open, and he knocks down the three. Perfect execution right there by the Broncos. 18 for Cooper Jones, matching his season high, and the Broncos back up by a dozen with 6:40 to go. Robinson inside, fouled, gets the basket, and that's the first points of the night for Bo Robinson, who comes in averaging 16.5 per game, and the Broncos had kept him off the score sheet until there. The foul is on Ryan Weber. That is 4 on Weber. So Robinson goes to the line, and he is short on the free throw. Weber with the rebound. 10-point game with 6.5 to play. Jones, he's hit 4 threes tonight. He's got 18 to lead all scorers. He gives it up to Letellier, who's knocked a pair down from outside the arc as well. And Wes Book will take a timeout with 6:15 remaining here in the fourth quarter and a 10-point Bronco lead. Broncos with 3 timeouts remaining. Paola, they're down to just 1 timeout left in this ball game. Broncos have knocked down 9 3-pointers tonight, one shy of matching their season high of 10, and they have done a great job on the defensive side this evening. Paola comes in averaging 52.5 points per game, and the Panthers sitting at 33 right now with 6:15 to go. They have locked down on Bo Robinson, just 2 points given up to the senior Bo Robinson tonight, who came in averaging 16.5. Trey Moala has gotten his numbers tonight, 17 points, 7 rebounds from Moala, the first-team All-Leaguer from last year. We talked to the open, contain one of them. Don't have to keep them both in check, because that's probably asking for way too much, but keep one of them in check, let the other one have his numbers. Moala's got his, but Robinson has been held in check tonight. Now Moala on a steal with a big thunderous one-handed throw down, and that's sometimes the type of thing that gets a team rolling, a play like that, as Moala makes this an 8-point game with just under 6 minutes to go. Tied his season high now with 19 for Trey Moala. Broncos have had the answer all night long. Whenever Paola has come up with a big play like that, Spring Hill has come back down and stolen that momentum right back. John Mitchell has it on the left wing. Broncos looking for that answer. Here's Metcalf in the right corner. Gives it back out to Jones. Finds a cutting John Mitchell. That's rejected from behind by Moala. No harm there done for Spring Hill. They still got the basketball. They'll inbound on the baseline with 5:27 to go. Leading by 8. 7-0 run to close out the second quarter. Gave Spring Hill the lead. They've held it ever since. Jones is fouled on the three-point try. Garrett Williams commits the cardinal sin of fouling a three-point shooter. So 3 free throws coming up for Cooper Jones. Led the team in free throws made and free throws attempted last year. He has not been to the line much this season. Only 3 out of 5 this year at the stripe. And he knocks down the first one, gives him a season-high 19 points tonight. That was the first free throw attempted of the night for Spring Hill, believe it or not. The Broncos came in averaging 13 attempts, 7 makes at the line. Only a 55% shooting team. Mitchell out, Powell in for the Broncos. Pitzer out, and Bain in for Paola. The Broncos haven't gotten to the line much tonight, but they get 2 makes out of the 3 attempts there from Cooper Jones, who's got a game-high 20 points, and the lead is 10 for Spring Hill with a little over 5 minutes to play. Moala doubled on the baseline, up top to Williams, and he knocks down a 3. Now the second 3 that Williams has hit tonight, it gives him a season-high tying 6 points. 7-point ball game with under 5 to go. Handoff Jones, an open lane to the basket, went up with 2 hands. It's not going to count because Cooper Jones was still on the rim when that ball went through. So the ball on the dunk attempt by Jones popped up out of the cylinder, and Cooper Jones was still on the rim when that ball came back through the cylinder. So it is a basket interference call against Jones, and it takes 2 points away from Spring Hill with 4:50 to go. Spring Hill still up by 7. Newkirk, free throw line extended out to Moala. Williams, a couple of threes here in the second half. In fact, both of them have come here in the fourth quarter. Robinson, pull up, and knocks it in off the window. 45-40, 4:25 left. The 5-point deficit, as close as this game has been since it was 29-24. .417 left in the ball game. Weber looks backside Powell. He's double teamed, kicks out to Metcalf. 3-pointer rims in and out. And off the hand of Robinson, it'll stay with Spring Hill. 4 minutes, 7 seconds left in the fourth. Spring Hill trying to hold on to their 5-point lead. Inbound play to Letellier, and he lays it in for a career season high 12 points, a career high as well for him. And Spring Hill leads by 7 as they continue to come up with answers whenever Paola makes a little run at them. Cooper Jones, 3rd foul committed by Jones, 9th team foul. And it puts Trey Moala back at the free throw line. He has made 3 out of 4 free throw attempts tonight. Moala unable to Knocked down the front end of that 1-and-1 though. Letellier the rebound for Spring Hill. Broncos with the ball up 7. Jones trying to get around Williams. Runs into Newkirk. They play on. Jones got it back on his own miss and lays it in. Timeout taken by Spring Hill. Cooper Jones, 22 points tonight. He's pushed the lead back to 9 for the Broncos with 3:37 to go here on Spring Hill Sports Live.
Hey, where are you going? Can't get by me. I'm number 1 in this class. I rule this lab. I'm number 1. Hey, I don't think so. Yes! Winner! I am the king! Woo!
You wouldn't do it there. So, don't do it here. Sportsmanship. It's up to you.
What?
Jerk.
.337 left to play here in the fourth quarter tonight. A 49-40 Spring Hill lead on top of the number 2 ranked 4-0 Paola Panthers. Spring Hill took the lead back in the second quarter on a 10-0 run. They went up 15-13, and they have led ever since. 1 tie, 3 lead changes back in that first half. In fact, all that happened in the second quarter, the tie and the 3 lead changes. The Broncos took that lead, and it's been a lead for good to this point. Moala able to spin his way underneath the basket and lay one in. Gives him 21 tonight. That's a season high for Moala. But that's been the majority of their offense. 21 of the 42. Half their offense has come from Moala. Bo Robinson has been absent to the most part. Just 4 points tonight from their second leading scorer. Foul committed on the perimeter here by Paola's Carson Bain. And that is Bain's first, only the 4th team foul, so they still have 2 fouls to give with 3 minutes to go and down by 7. We'll see them take some chances here, wisely so. They might as well. They're going to likely have to get up into that penalty anyway, and might as well see if they can make a run at some turnovers forced. That layup missed by Weber, tapped out by Jones, so it goes back to Paola. 7-point game, under 3 to go. Williams, quick burst to the baseline, and a foul on Letellier. That is 10 team fouls now on the Broncos, so 2 shots coming up for Garrett Williams. He has matched a season high with 6 points tonight, has Williams. A couple of 3-pointers here in the second half, and he's now at the free throw line for the first time tonight. And the first of 2 foul shots is good. He gets them both. So 49-44, 2:47 to play. Ramey back in for Paola. Replaces Carson Bain. They've got Weber trapped, and a foul committed on that trap. Garrett Williams called for his 3rd. 15th foul now against Paola. Down to 2:39 remaining in this ball game. They run a trap at Letellier, and a timeout taken by Spring Hill. They surprised Letellier on a trap, and Wes Book is forced to take his second and final timeout with 2:31 left in this fourth quarter. We're back in a moment. You're watching Bronco basketball on Spring Hill Sports Live, presented by Strode Orthodontics.
Thank you. Can I help you today?
No thanks. I'm just looking. Oh, this is cute. So,
So don't do it here. Sportsmanship. It's up to you.
Like they're the fashion police.
2:31 remains in the fourth quarter tonight from Spring Hill. Been a good ball game tonight. The Broncos trying to pull off an early season upset of the number 2 ranked Paola Panthers. Paola off to a 4-0 start this year. Wins over Baldwin, Wellsville, Perry-Lecompton, and Frontenac. Winning by an average of 18 points per game to start this season. But the Broncos tonight have led the entire second half after they took the lead in the latter parts of the second quarter. That ball thrown off the hand of Weber, it looked like, and into the backcourt, but no possession was ever gained, so he was allowed to go retrieve that basketball. And with 2:20 to go, the Broncos have certainly seen the pressure amp up from Paola, and there's a foul called on Newkirk. That is the 6th team foul. So that was their final foul to give, second on Newkirk. So that will put Spring Hill in the bonus from this point forward with 2:15 and counting remaining in the fourth quarter. Got to be strong with the basketball here in this final 2 minutes. Skip pass out to Jones, drives baseline, out to Letillier. Extra pass onto the wing for Weber. 3 won't go for him. Jones battling for the offensive rebound, lost it out of control, out of bounds. So maybe Pitzer got a piece of it to kind of jar that ball loose, but then Jones, they'll say, is the last to touch it. The officials talk about it for a moment, but they will keep the call as is. The effort there by Jones, but couldn't quite corral that offensive rebound. Under 2 to play in a 5-point game. Paola last led at 13-10, but they have kept in this ball game. They've got it right down to a 5-point game. Hasn't been a 1-possession game since the score was 22-19 early in the third. Another foul on Spring Hill out on the perimeter called against Luke Metcalf. A double bonus here, Garrett Williams. 2 out of 2 in the ball game. Williams perfect at the line. He's got 10 points. That's a season high for Garrett Williams, and he makes this a 1-possession game with 1:37 to go. Last time it was a 3-point game, was 22-19, and now 49-46. Broncos still on top. Letillier, one dribble, picked it up. That's not what you want to do. Needs help, gets it out to Weber. Weber, that ball kicked up into the student section, if you will. The old stomp and stable isn't quite as stomping right now, but MJ's over there, though. Nice of Michael Jordan to make an appearance here in Spring Hill tonight. Who knew that this was going to be such a big contest that MJ and his 4 dogs over there would come to the ball game tonight. 1:15 to go. Broncos with the ball up 3. Trying to close out a Frontier League upset early on here in this 2020-2021 season. Nearly turned it over. Jones in no hurry. Lob underneath. Dangerous pass into Weber, and Ryan will pull it back away. That is a foul on Moala with 57 seconds to go, and it will put Ryan Weber at the line for a 1-and-1. Weber, 11 of 13 to the line this year. 9 points, 5 boards, 4 dimes tonight from Weber. Another solid all-around game from the senior. Honorable mention All-Frontier League last year. And now steps up and knocks down a big free throw. Makes it a 4-point game again, and Weber calmly knocks them both down. 5-point Bronco advantage. 50 seconds to play. Robinson held to just 4 points tonight. Gets it on a handoff and able to penetrate and lay it in. So he's still not even halfway to his season low for the season. He's got season low coming in was 14. He's only got 6 tonight, but he gets a big one there to make this back to a 3-point game with 44 seconds to play. And a timeout taken by Paola. So the Panthers out of timeouts with 44 seconds to go in this ball game. Possession arrow currently favors Paola, so they've got that going in their favor. Double bonus for the Panthers. Spring Hill still in the 1-1 bonus right now. And we'll see in a 3-point game. Paola doesn't have to come out and foul right away here. Obviously no shot clock in the high school hoops, so at some point they'll have to force the issue, either come up with a turnover or commit that foul. But still plenty of time with 44 seconds. They don't have to do it right away.
The fans left. The fans left.
So we'll see if Dave Cash, what he decides to do strategically here. My guess is the way they've pressured Spring Hill, and the Broncos, to their credit, haven't really turned it over much. They've been near some turnovers. My guess is we'll see them keep using that trap, half-court trap defense to try and force a turnover, and they'll give themselves probably 15, 18 seconds or so of doing that before committing the foul. We'll see what happens here as Weber brings it up, knowing that trap's awaiting him as he crosses. He gets rid of it right away to Powell and over to Jones. Clock down to 33. They trap Weber, gets rid of it to Powell. Now to Letillier, and then Letillier throws it out of bounds. So the Paola defense does go with defense, and they force the turnover. So with 25 seconds left, Paola's got the ball down by 3. Newkirk and Williams have each knocked down a pair of threes tonight. Moala's their top guy, though, and he goes right to the basket, gets inside but missed it. Offensive rebound and a foul on the putback try by Pitzer. Brock Pitzer has not scored tonight. In fact, that was his first rebound of the night, and it comes at a critical moment with 10 seconds left in the ball game and his team down by 3. 2 shots for Brock Pitzer. And the front end of the 2-shot foul is good. First point of the night by Pitzer. It's a 2-point game with 10 seconds left. John Mitchell will check in for Cody Powell, and now you've got to get a rebound here if you're Spring Hill. Robinson and Moala both rebound the ball well. Weber and Letillier got to get a body on him and box out if it's a miss. 10 seconds left in a 2-point game. Free throw is on the way. Missed by Pitzer. Rebounded by Letillier, and he's immediately fouled with 9.5 seconds to go. So Evan Letillier, 3 out of 4 on the year at the free throw line. Will go to the line for a 1-and-1 with his team up by 2 and 9 seconds to play. 12 points tonight. It's a career high for Letillier. Here comes the front end of the 1-and-1. Missed it, and Moala the rebound. They've got to hurry. 5 seconds left. Moala tripped up by Mitchell with 3.5 seconds to go. So Mitchell picks up the foul, his second, and it'll be 2 shots for Trey Moala. He needs them both to tie this game with 3.5 seconds left. Moala has been great at the line tonight. 4 of 5. Oh, check that. 3 of 5. So 3 of 5 at the line. He's got to get them both to tie the game. 21 points to lead the way for Paola, and the first one's no good. So now, with only 3 seconds left, do you try to miss intentionally and look for an offensive rebound? We'll see. Here's the free throw. He does put it up high, and he makes it. He didn't want to make it. You can tell by his reaction he didn't want to make it. It's a 1-point game, though. Metcalf got to get it in. They foul Weber with 2.5 seconds left. Well, that's certainly the guy you want with the basketball if you're Spring Hill, is Ryan Weber. He's the one you want going to the free throw line. So Weber will get another 1-and-1. That's only 9 team fouls, so it's another 1-and-1 coming up for Weber with just 2.5 seconds to go. and the Broncos leading by 1. Weber missed the front end. Moala with a rebound. Has to put it up from half court, and they're going to wave it off, say it wouldn't have mattered anyway. Didn't get it away in time, missed it anyway, and the Broncos pull off the upset of the undefeated number 2 ranked Paola Panthers tonight here in Spring Hill. 51-50 your final. Spring Hill improves to 2-2. They snap out of their little 2-game slide, and they do it with a big one. A rivalry victory tonight by the Broncos as they take down the Paola Panthers for the 7th straight time. And this time it's going to be a little extra sweet as they hand Paola their first loss of this season to the newly minted number 2 ranked team in 4A in the polls that just came out yesterday. 51-50 the final. Spring Hill over Paola. We'll wrap it all up for you on the Shoemaker Collision and Paint Center post-game show next on Spring Hill Sports Live.
A great collision on the field? Awesome. An awesome collision on the road? Not so great. If that bad play does come your way, take your car to Shoemaker Collision and Paint Center. As Kansas City's premier auto collision repair center, they work on all makes and models, even RV, marine, aviation, motorcycles, and more. Shoemaker Collision offers free estimates and loaners, plus they will work with all insurance companies. Get your ride back in the game. Learn more at shoemakercollision.com or call 913-592-0095.
Strode Orthodontics is creating beautiful, healthy smiles. Dr. Claire Strode and her staff have decades of combined experience, offering clear and metal Damon Smile braces and Invisalign clear aligners for teens and adults. Dr. Strode tailors your treatment to meet your specific needs with 3 convenient locations in Olathe, Overland Park, and Spring Hill. Strode Orthodontics is ready to give you the beautiful smile you've always wanted. Call for your free no-obligation consultation, 913-491-3400, or visit StrodeOrtho.com.
When it comes to helping people with their finances, a cookie-cutter approach doesn't work. That's why you need Kim Thompson at Prudential Financial in Spring Hill. Kim knows that everyone's different. She'll listen to you and discuss your hopes and dreams, allowing you to focus on what's important. At Kim Thompson Financial, they focus on protecting your family, saving for retirement, living in retirement, financial strategy, saving for education, and your small business. To learn more, visit Kim Thompson Prudential Financial at the corner of Victory and Webster in Spring Hill, or call 913-592-5573.
Welcome into the Shoemaker Collision and Paint Center post-game show. What a ball game tonight to send us all home with a exciting 51-50 finish. Spring Hill pulls off the upset of the Paola Panthers. They hand the Panthers their first loss of the season, dropping Paola to 4-1 and ending what was just a tremendous start for Paola this year that's got them all the way up to number 2 in the 4A polls. The Broncos snap out of their little 2-game slide, now 2-2 on the season with the victory. 1 tie, 3 lead changes. Paola made a great effort coming back in that fourth quarter. Paola outscored Spring Hill 22-11 in the fourth quarter. And how big was that 3 at the buzzer to end the third quarter from Evan Letellier, huh? That was a 9-point game, and Letellier stole a 3/4 court heave attempt by Bo Robinson and flipped it up at the buzzer to make a long 3 that gave the Broncos a 12-point lead going into the fourth quarter, and they would need every one of those 12 points that they led by as they end up winning this game by a single point. 51-50, your final tonight after 1 tie, 3 lead changes, and the Broncos now 2-2, 1-0 in the Frontier League, and Paola drops to 4-1 overall and 1-1 in the league. We'll wrap it up with more of the postgame numbers for you right after this. You're watching the Shoemaker Collision and Paint Center postgame show, brought to you by Kansas City's premier auto collision repair center, where they work with all insurance companies to get you back on the road in no time. To learn more, visit them online at shoemakercollision.com or call 913-592-0095.
Elliott Group is a proud supporter of Spring Hill and USD 230. At Elliott Group, we work, live, and shop in your local communities. Serving Miami and Johnson counties for more than 45 years, Elliott Group understands your needs. As an independent insurance agency, Elliott Group works with numerous carriers to find the coverage that best fits your needs. In Spring Hill, call 913-592-5552 or visit ElliottInsuranceGroup.com.
Spring Hill's hometown shop is J&T Auto Service. As a full-service repair shop, J&T Auto Service works on all makes and models. Diesels, Europeans, they do it all. From combines to Corvettes. Visit J&T Auto Service for oil changes, tires, brakes, alignments, electrical diagnostics, and so much more. Small town, friendly service with high-tech tools and training. Schedule your service at J&T Auto Service. Call 913-592-6424. You can also visit jtautoinc.com. Weitzel Optometry Vision Source has been the leader in optometry services and vision care in Spring Hill for more than 20 years. Weitzel Optometry offers comprehensive eye care, as well as the latest, most popular lenses and frames for Spring Hill and the surrounding communities. Experience modern eye care with advanced diagnostic technology and vision correction products. And with the experience of Doctors Weitzel and Bloodgood, you're sure to see the results you're looking for. To schedule your appointment, call Weitzel Optometry Vision Source at 913-592-2020.
Hers Incorporated in Spring Hill is your local Bobcat mower dealer. Bobcat mowers combine heavy gauge steel with advanced engineering to give you the best cut every time. Simple controls and design make maintenance and service quick and easy. And when you get your Bobcat at Hers, they can complete all service and repairs covered by your warranty. Bobcat mowers are affordable, giving you a commercial grade machine at a residential price. To learn more,
come and visit us at hersinc.net. Call us at
913-247-3530.
Welcome back to the Shoemaker Collision and Paint Center post-game show. Final score tonight, 51-50. Spring Hill pulls off the victory as they defeat the Paola Panthers, handing Paola, the number 2 ranked team in the latest 4A polls, their first loss this season. 4-1 now for Paola. Spring Hill gets to 2-2 with the victory. As we take a look at some of the final numbers from this game tonight, Spring Hill, we talked in the open keys to the game, rebound. Broncos were a minus 34 rebounding margin the last 2 ball games, but tonight they win that rebounding margin by 3, 24-21 edge for Spring Hill. Broncos dish out a season-high 11 assists tonight, knocked down 9 three-pointers, and held just a season-low 6 turnovers while forcing 12 turnovers out of Paola. The Panthers, just 3 assists tonight, only made 4 from downtown, as they fall for the first time by 1 tonight. Trey Paola was big again, season-high 22 points to go along with 9 boards for the first-team All-Frontier League Trey Paola. 10 points from Garrett Williams. That's a season-high for the senior guard as well. A season low, though, from Bo Robinson. Just 6 points tonight. That was another one of our keys. Keep one or the other, Robinson or Moala, in check, and they definitely kept Robinson in check tonight. A couple of early fouls kind of took him out of his rhythm, and he finishes the night with a season low 6 points. Logan Newkirk with 7, and Caden Ramey also with 2 tonight for Paola. For Spring Hill, a season-high 22 points to go along with a season-high 6 rebounds from Cooper Jones. He's tonight's great job of the game. If you're looking for a great job, then check out Seats Incorporated in Spring Hill. Seats is a leader in the manufacturing of quality seating and accessories for vehicles with competitive wages and benefits. To see great job openings or to apply, go to SeatsInc.com. 22 points, 6 rebounds, a couple of assists as well for Jones tonight. And he wasn't the only one who had a big night. Evan Letelier, career-high 12 points, including that big 3 to close out the third quarter. He had 5 rebounds as well. Ryan Weber, 11 points, 5 rebounds, and a season-high 4 assists. Luke Metcalf with 6 points tonight to go along with 4 rebounds. The Broncos didn't get a lot of guys in the scoring column, but they got plenty of contributions, just enough, I guess, right? They win this one by 1. 51-50 the final. The Broncos now 2-2 on the year, and they'll be right back at it on Friday when they host Baldwin here at home for their third game this week. Tough loss Monday night, but a big win tonight will definitely turn the tide back in the positive direction for the Broncos. So they are now 1-0 in the Frontier League. They'll try to make that 2-0 against Baldwin coming up on Friday. Paola, they will bounce back after their first loss of the season to host Ottawa coming up on Friday. So a big night for Spring Hill here at home in their Frontier League opener. The girls cruised to a victory tonight as they dominated in every fashion in a 71-29 victory over Paola. And the boys capped the night off with an exciting 51-50 upset of the number 2 ranked Panthers. That's going to do it for us tonight. You've been watching the Shoemaker Collision and Paint Center post-game show. For my partner Caden Carbajo, I'm Bryce Kessler. Join us tomorrow night for some wrestling action here on Spring Hill Sports Live. Bonner Springs and Lewisburg come to town for a double duel here on Spring Hill Sports Live. Starts at 5 o'clock tomorrow evening, and then we're back on the air Friday night for more hoops when Baldwin comes to town for another basketball doubleheader. Until then, this is Bryce Kessler saying good night from Spring Hill.
You've been watching Spring Hill High School sports on your home for the Broncos, Spring Hill Sports Live. Spring Hill Sports Live is presented by Strode Orthodontics, creating beautiful, healthy smiles. Learn more at StrodeOrtho.com. Also by Cedar Lake Village, Comfort Designs Heating and Air Conditioning, Elliott Group, Hers Incorporated, J&T Auto Service, Libby Clark at Allstate Insurance, Perfect Detail Salon, Price Chopper, Farm Bureau Financial Services, Michael Grant Agency, Scott Electric, Prime Accounting Solutions, Spring Hill Chamber of Commerce, Seats Incorporated, Shoemaker Collision and Paint Center, Spring Hill Recreation Commission, Tony Sidoti Agency, Farmers Insurance, Spring Hill Fitness, and Whitesell Optometry Vision Source. Thanks for